What's up, world? How y'all doing? And I'm here to talk to all the banks, not just Woodforrest, but I'm here to talk to Woodforrest Bank, and I'm here to talk to all the banks all over the world. This God Almighty, none other. This your God, the one that made you, the money, and everything. I'm sorry that I'm taking money away. Money is no longer needed in God's kingdom. You know what I'm saying? I know that the word says that the mark of the beast was going to be somebody bad, but that was God deceiving you in a good way, not a bad way. I'd rather trick you and tell you in the Bible that uh it's gonna be the devil in the end, and I be the devil, than to really give you a devil and let him kill a lot of my people after all these years of trying to find my people. And now I know who the devil is and how he operates. And all the devil does is judge and accuse everybody. That's who he is. When you get a preacher that judge and accuse different people of what they ain't got because they ain't doing this and they ain't doing that, that's a judge and an accuser of somebody like a preacher who can preach and get money from you. But if he wouldn't get no money from you, he wouldn't be the preacher. You know what I'm saying? They sign contracts. They are hirelings. You know what I'm saying? Hirelings, they work for money. You know what I'm saying? They're not for you. You know what I'm saying? Like TD Jakes. He said he don't even like daddy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? He said don't nobody like daddy. You know what I'm saying? And Daddy been talking to him. We just listened to something from 2016. Daddy been talking to us since 2008. He actually talked to us without Adam's knowledge in 2009. That was a miracle. He made arms come on people that was withered. So how come he can't take this hand that wasn't even opening and closing? I couldn't even move that thumb the other day. Now I'm moving all of it. I'm moving all of it. Oh, it feels awkward right now. But when I get in that gym and start working out and get my control right on that arm and get that feeling back in that arm, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, getting myself situated, you know what I'm saying? Get the trust back in that arm, in that left side, you know what I'm saying? And, have a good time. But to that special woman, I need to be rubbed down, baby. I need to be rubbed down. Wherever you at, you know what I'm saying? Whoever you are, you know what I'm saying? That's going to tend to God, and God going to tend to you too, girl. I'm waiting on you, you know what I'm saying? I ain't all clean, and you know what I'm saying? I might wear the same clothes 2, 3, 4, 5 days, you know what I'm saying? I ain't at no low state. I'm at the high state of my life. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't come at me with nothing wrong that nobody ever done. That's why I don't even clean up my room so that the devil can accuse me and I can go back and let the devil know, hold on, man. This is my area. Until you get me a maid in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You get me a maid, then the maid can come clean up every day. She can come in my room, clean up every day, get this house all cleaned up, get this house made into a big brick home. You know what I'm saying? Take these homes out, all these homes. I want to buy all this area right here, you know, from the people who live here. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? But soon y'all gonna have to move out and let me tear all these houses down over here because the wiring is bad in this house and ain't no telling what the other house is done. And if that would have happened while we was gone, then the house would have burnt down. But we so happen to been in the house when that happened. You know what I'm saying? So we could have had a burnt down house. You know what I'm saying? It could have caught 2 or 3 other houses on fire right here, all because of a plug that was messed up. You know what I'm saying? And we happened to been home to catch it. You know what I'm saying? And smell it and take it apart. You know what I'm saying? Cut the power off and take it apart, turn it apart, take it apart. You know what I'm saying? And you know, but I'm just having fun, man. I'm having fun because I know, you know, I'm God. And I know Adam understands that he's God. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Adam went through a whole lot of things together to become God. You know what I'm saying? And now that we God, you know what I'm saying? We done let everybody know it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? When I come next time I come to Specs down the road to get me a bottle of liquor, and the girl that's working at the counter, this guard coming in there, you know what I'm saying? And I want you to holler at me, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I want you to holler at me, you know what I'm saying? So we can, you know, get something started, you know what I'm saying? And need them. Girl, you know you want me, say something to me. You know what I'm saying? Don't be, you know, tell me I forgive you, Adam. If you tell me you forgive me, then we can start talking and we ain't got nothing against each other. Because I ain't got nothing against you. I took the kids from you. I told you I'm sorry. But I'm glad I did it because if it was any other kind of way, you know, and anything would have happened to my girls, I might be in prison right now. So, you know, that's just life. You know, I did what I thought I had to do to keep all my kids in my house safe, you know what I'm saying, from predators, you know what I'm saying. You know, some of them stepdaddies wasn't worth a damn, you know what I'm saying. So, you know. But man, shit. God, man, you know, you the greatest God ever. You know what I'm saying? You come down on earth and live a life like a real nigga do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? If you God, you got to come down here and you got to find out what the problem is. Then when you find the problem is judging and accusing, you knew that was the problem before you even left heaven. You know what I'm saying? Because you knew when you threw Satan out of this motherfucker, he was going to want to come back. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't coming back to judge and accuse. No. But he had to go to the earth and fix that bullshit he started up in my goddamn heaven. The reason I threw his ass out and gave salvation to heaven the first time. This the second time. I'm cleaning this shit up here. Now take your ass back down to the earth and don't come back up on this side of the goddamn soil on this top of my motherfucking heaven with no bullshit ass judging and accusing, porn, anything sexual, you know what I'm saying? Sexual and orgasms and stuff. If you 15, 16, and you experimenting with 15, 16, then I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But you don't be no 27 coming down here messing with no 15, 16. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? So don't do that. Just let the 15, 16s play around with each other. 17, you ran that 17, 17, 15, you know what I'm saying? All that there. But when you turn 18, you know what I'm saying? You at that, I'm 18 that thing. But you still, 18. You better not mess with no 18 if they 15 or 16. You know what I'm saying? You better not put him away in prison or nothing like that. Dedrick, his life. I owe you, Dedrick, for what you went to prison for. That was bullshit. Them parents know they didn't have to file no charges against you with that bullshit. The girl was consenting and you was 18, but she was, 16 or something. And, I know y'all was girlfriend and boyfriend. So, you know what I'm saying? Them parents, they owe God on their knees in front of God to repent for judging Dedrick, I forgot Dedrick from Lake Jackson. You know who you are and you know who the parents you are of and all that there. If a kid giving it up, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Don't put the kid away and mess the kid's life up in prison and all that there for that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If the girl's, of age, you know what I'm saying? The 18, that's precious life right there. You know what I'm saying? That you messing up. You know what I'm saying? When all they doing is getting a girlfriend who's 15 or 16. You know what I'm saying? If they're 18, yeah, sure. Yeah, they a little bit too old. But goddamn, my daughter was 17 or 16 and she was with Corey, and Corey was like 23 or 24, shit, up there with Jeremy damn near. You know what I'm saying? When he was talking to Nike at 15, 16. So, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a daddy, you know what I'm saying? I ain't get all out the way and been up out of shape, and I'm God. And I knew I was God then. You know what I'm saying? I had to make decisions. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get mad at Nike for being in love. You know what I'm saying? I had to let her learn from her mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And she went 7 years, just like her daddy did 7 years with her mama, 7 years with her first stepmama, and 18 years with Diane. And Kawan the Sheriff shows, I sure miss you. I ain't gonna bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You married and shit. I'm sorry, shit didn't work out in the end with me and you. But shit, I give anything to be laying up under your legs, you know what I mean? Laying up on your legs, you know what I'm saying, in your lap for about 2 days, you know what I'm saying? Give me a Saturday and Sunday. Tell your husband to go on, get him a hotel room and let me come spend a week with you, Kawan. You know what I'm saying? I'm just fucking with you, you know what I'm saying? You know I don't bullshit. You know how I play. I play rough when it come to you. You know what I'm saying? You need to come holler at a nigga anyway. And Terry Owens, you need to come. The whole party, I'm talking about all the women that ever talked to Adam LaTroy Jackson. You know who you are. I might not say your names, but when I think of you, you right there. That love that I got, it stores all my women sitting up in a nightclub together. Adam's Lounge. That's where we gonna meet up at. All the single women, that's for God. You know what I'm saying? Them my women. And that's going to be my lounge. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have certain friends that can come in there and get them a girlfriend there. But you're going to let me know who you got. Because if they ain't on your list, on my list that's belonging to somebody and they in my club, oh man, they can be had. If they in God's club, they can be had. Ain't no married women coming up in God's club. You know what I'm saying? If you're a married woman, you stay on the outside. You can't come to our club. You can't mingle in here. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't get in trouble like that. We don't want no husbands coming in out all bug-eyed and bullshit, looking for his old lady and shit in my goddamn club. You know what I'm saying? So you know, that's the thing. That's why we don't get married in heaven. You know what I'm saying? And that's where y'all at. Kicking the devil out is like saying, get a divorce, motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And don't be trying to get married to nobody no more. Marriage is not of Satan, but it's damn near of Satan. You can say it is, because if you married to somebody, you got a yoke up on their neck saying that you belong to them and they belong to you. And when you got paperwork saying that you belong to somebody, that means somebody a slave. And when you married, that means you got two slaves, but you slaves to one another. You become one flesh, man and woman. I'm glad I'm single. That's why I say, if you married women, y'all, I really don't want y'all to be in the club. Because one reason, we don't get married after we die and be resurrected. This Jesus. So all the way from back then, I'm judging the women who got married and the men who got married. I'm judging. Because from my death and resurrection, wasn't nobody supposed to get married nor be given into marriage. Because when I died, everybody that was dead rose up from the grave, and y'all seen them walking. People seen them walking and talking and learned of them because they became Christ. But all the true Christ was killed off. They killed all the true people who knew they were Christ, like Paul and Peter and them. When you know you're Christ and you can heal people by saying, the hand of the Lord is upon you, and boom, you heal that person. You're God. You're God. You're Jesus. You know what I'm saying? You're Adam. You know what I'm saying? You're Adam. Now that's when I say you're Adam, that's your God. You're Adam. You're the God. You're us, the 6-day people. You're God. You're Adam, the 7th-day people. You're God, you're Adam, you're everybody all up until Moses. Then you're God and you're Adam and Moses. And when you got rid of all the rest of us, we were still in Moses because we was Adam and Adam was Moses. So we went on with Ham and Shem and the other son and all that there. And the problem was the devil came back, judging and accusing through my son when I got drunk in his face. That was the goddamn problem right there. When I got drunk and then was naked after me and my wife had a good time and shit, she got up and got her clothes on and was doing something. And me, I was just laying there naked, you know what I'm saying? After a good time with my old lady, but I had got drunk. And then, you know, this nigga gonna come in there and judge and accuse me, man. This Adam. You know what I'm saying? That was me. I was Noah then, but then I was still Adam. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm TD Jakes. He don't know. I can play his part to the T. You know what I'm saying? Everything in your life, all I got to do is play your part and cut me on, TD Jackson. I'll go through your life. I have an argument with you and your wife, and you can be in it with us. Because I'm God, TD Jakes. I'm you. you me. But it's been 5 years since the last time I called your name and asked you to come do something for me. Then it was like 2 years ago I asked you for $5,000 or something. Couldn't do that. Then here it is, after 3 strokes, I almost died and all that there to see if I'm worthy. And I came through worthy than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Kicking ass like a god would. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody mess with me. Never will, never have, never could. Ha, yeah. Your baddest thing ever, God. Keep doing what you're doing. This the world, God. We love you, God, and we love everything about you, God. And this the birthday boy, y'all. Little Jakai Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Jakai LaTroy. Jakai Jesus LaTroy Jackson. His birthday today, y'all. This real Christmas right here because that's the real Jesus. You know what I'm saying? This is the real Christmas. Today, everybody should be getting gifts and giving gifts to your grandbabies, all the grandbabies of the world. This is their day. This is National Grandkids Day from now on. And this is when we give gifts to kids. It's not going to be called Christmas no more. Too many bad memories of an old fat white man with a beard. Now you got a young ass 2020 guard, 54 years old, named Adam LaTroy Jackson. His face, his look, and everything is God. So don't switch him up and say he look white. He could be white and be this. No, he's a black man. He's got white grandkids, and he's, a cool motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, he got white and Indian and black Adam, this neater, with my grandkids. And then with the other grandkids, you got, with the other grandkid, Jesus, you got black, you got Indian, you got Hawaiian, and you got white. So he got in Indian. So he got all the stuff in him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't worry about my race being produced any other kind of way, because I got some beautiful kids, and not saying that black wasn't beautiful. Black is beautiful. I love my black people. I'm gonna get some more black girlfriends one day. I got a black woman, right now, ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? She, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be, hollering at her. I'm gonna holler at everybody. You know what I'm saying? All the single women gonna know what my club at. You know what I'm saying? If I go home with 3, 4, 5 of them, 10, it ain't gonna be nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm God. You know what I'm saying? So don't be telling me about no sins and all that there. I don't care nothing about the sins that nobody do in no bedroom. That's not where I come. I give y'all privacy. So if you're judging your damn self, if you judging me, I know you judging your damn self. So if you don't come messing with me because you got a shitty ass sex life, you know what I'm saying? Don't be lying on God and saying God got a problem with your shitty ass sex life. Shit, you better get you some DI. I ain't gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all women know what I'm talking about. Y'all better get some. Men, you better get some. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better stop thinking about getting married. You know what I'm saying? Think about, having you a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? A best friend, you know what I'm saying, who you can share everything with. not somebody that you could trust. You know what I'm saying? If somebody can cheat on their man with you and tell you they man business, then you foul and the person that you was messing with foul. Cause if if they can do that against him, they damn sure gonna do it against you with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? The flunky is the husband most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Cause everybody got freaky in them, but they don't want to be freaky unless they with somebody that they open to be freaky with. You know, some people, they just ain't choosing you. You know what I'm saying? You might be the one they chose to marry, but you ain't the one they chose to be kinky with. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that goes. You know what I'm saying? Get you somebody on your level of kinkiness. You know what I'm saying? And then that can be one that you stick with, and that's all you need. Or you get 4 or 5 just like that, that understands they man's needs. And they man is that one man. And if it's a woman out there, if it's 5 women that can deal with one man, you come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? And I'll wash you while you wash me. And all 5 of us, 6 of us will have a good time. No men, no. You know, I ain't freaky like that. I ain't trying to look at no other man's stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to have no men, you know, infiltrating with my women. So in my hood and in my part of the country, them women gonna be single women, and it's gonna be single men that live, you know, in where I live. You know what I'm saying? We not gonna be having nobody married. You ain't gonna be trying to shack up and do this and that with ours. No, we ain't gonna be doing that. This God. I told you there ain't gonna be no marriage nor giving into marriage. You up here now. You ain't waiting on me to come down or nothing, because I'm up and down as I'm speaking right now. Whichever way I need to go. You know what I'm saying? You could drive by here and don't see shit or don't hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I be sitting in this house. And then you come in this house and come in this room and don't see nothing and don't see nobody. And then you walk back out. And then I come outside. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all done tried to come, but couldn't make it. You know what I'm saying? Thought you was here. Came to the room, came in. But you disappear when you get to my corner and you turn into something else. And if you ever tried it, try it. If you ain't ever tried it, man, if you get to my corner, you automatically turn into nothing. And you come to the house and you come in. All that you park, you just park. You just park. Just like normal. But you're nothing and your car is nothing and nothing is nothing when you turn that corner and get here. And then you come in the house and you come in my room and you see me and all this and all that, and you're in my room. You're the air I breathe. You know what I'm saying? You're my best friends. You're Poem. You're Ricky. You're Ephraim. You're Sam. You know what I'm saying? You're everything and everybody I knew. You know what I'm saying? You're God Almighty, Adam. And this is Royce, Adam, telling you, you bring this CD, this, not CD, but you bring this video on this computer today, Adam, with Nikeonte, to Lamborghini Rolls Royce, and I will give you and Nike a car today, Adam LaTroy Jackson. And if neither of them want one, they can come get theirs and they can come to the party too. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That'll be real cool. You know what I'm saying? And everybody get them cars. Nita, Casey, Nisha, you know what I'm saying? Levent, you know what I'm saying? Come on down here and get your car, Levent. You know what I'm saying? Rolls Royce talking to y'all. We got a lot of cars in the lot. You know what I'm saying? And y'all gonna leave with one today. And this is just for the Jackson family. You know what I'm saying? And you know who you are. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the Jackson family, you know Nita and the kids down there in Dallas and Jeremy and his family and everything, and Champ and his family, and Diamond and her family, and Casey and her family, and Nike and her family, and Nisha and her family. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know who they are. And if you not in my family, you still in my family. Because I'm blood and spirit of everybody. I'm a Crip and a blood. I'm the devil and I'm God. I'm all that. Good and bad. I'm the whole thing. I'm the good and bad of everything. I know what I like to judge and accuse, and I know what I don't like to judge and accuse. And only I know that, this God. So I don't judge people of what they do behind closed doors unless it's stealing, killing, and destroying. And that's including rape. That's a no-no. Stealing, that's a no-no. Destroying is a no-no. Talking about people bad is a no-no. Judging and accusing people of what they like to do in the bedroom or whatever is a no-no. Keep your own business to yourself. And if you know somebody else's business, I'm going to tell you, you don't even have to pray for them because God already forgave them. Because we don't get married in heaven. We're expected to fuck around. Ha ha, yeah. I always want to say that. Shit. Been a long time, God. Sure have, boy. So, Nita, I'm coming down there, girl. And you know I'm going to sneak in that bedroom one of these nights. So, leave the door. Ha, yeah. I'm just bullshitting. All you ain't bullshitting, niggas. Stop talking about you bullshitting. You better try to get you some. Shit, you better try. You know, Nita ain't gonna be having no other women around them kids and all that. You gotta think of that shit too. Shit, so you kind of in a rock. You goddamn. She ain't gonna get on you about them women though, cause she know how you is about them women, especially them Terry Owens and people like that. Shit. But all y'all that's got men, you know what I'm saying, that used to be mine, that's got men that you love, you know what I'm saying? You know, keep your man that you love. And when y'all go from y'all's age to 18, then if you love that man so much and you kept that man, then you and that man will be together at 18, you know, and then you'll be living with that man in the country, in the place wherever you and that man is gonna come up. and you gonna meet that man one day. But it'll be between 0 and 18 years. You know what I'm saying? You won't know him in this lifetime. You won't know like Gwen Bell, for instance. Gwen Bell. That's somebody who I was in love with in high school. You know what I'm saying? The Gwen Bell that I had, the last good memory I had was when me and her was on the beach. And we was laying there, you know, and cuddled up together, you know what I'm saying, having fun, you know what I'm saying. But I didn't go too far with her because I didn't feel like, you know, I think I had already got Raquel pregnant. Excuse me for saying her name, Jim. But and homeboy, I ain't got nothing against you, man. You know, I ain't got nothing against you, man. You got that woman and you cool with that, man. I'm just, you know, ain't for no, you know, bullshit in the family. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about God's family. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like me, you know what I'm saying, can't stay here though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Another country or something. Because God ain't got no haters. And ain't got no town he ain't safe in. You know what I'm saying? If he can't come to your town and come outside, then he in a bad town or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, shouldn't be no places where in this world God can't ride to, and ain't no houses and places that God can't go in. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all peep that game, you know what I'm saying? But we all here, you know what I'm saying? And we all gonna, you know, get our groove on this thing we call life, you know what I'm saying? And TD Jakes, man, I feel you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I kind of know how you feel. Golly, God. But yeah, God, this Rolls Royce. Like we say, God, this Rolls Royce. 38 minutes. 38 minutes, 43 seconds. Is where we at. And this is the Rolls Royce company. Lamborghini Rolls Royce. Give us a call before you come. And make sure you bring this video with you, Adam Jackson. And we'll get you and the whole Jackson family cars and the Eden family. And we'll get all y'all cars. So I don't know if Nita and Nita and all the gang down there hears this. If you do, come with Nike and we'll all ride to the birthday party in new cars That's Casey and Nisha, and the kids will be in their own car seats and stuff, and everybody will be happy, you know what I'm saying? And we'll be driving in new cars. We don't just have to get Rolls Royce, because whatever car lot you come to, Nita and Nike and Casey and Onisha, whatever car lot you come to, and Diamond, you too, wherever you go in Colorado, Diamond, go and pick out you a car, and then go find you a house, Diamond. And all you do is tell them you're God Adam LaTroy Jackson's daughter, and you have a card from the bank with everything as the balance. And everybody in the world got that same card, and you're welcome to go to any bank. And Woodforrest Bank is the bank I'm going to come to today. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to come to that bank with Nike, and I'm going to get a card. And I'm going to take that card to Rolls Royce. And I'm going to purchase all the cars on that one card, because that one card is going to have the same thing, and it's going to be paying the other cards in my kids' pocket when I pay for these cars, because we're now owners of everything. Nike, Ante, Nita, and Jeremy, and Champ, and Diamond, Jackson family, you know what I'm saying? World family, because the Jackson family has no selfish bone in their body. You know what I'm saying? They want to give to everybody. Now you got the money, Jeremy said. Now you got the money, what? See, that's all, man. It ain't about the money. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about the money. It's about life. You know what I'm saying? It's about going on up to the top. You know what I'm saying? And living as 18 and 21. You know what I'm saying? Till y'all catch up to me at 21. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to take some time, because it's a lot of trauma, and it's a lot of things that y'all went through, you know what I'm saying, in life. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that y'all went through. Why my Facebook keep on going off, you know what I'm saying, like that? That's messed up. Oh, man. That's messed up. All right, now I'm back on Facebook. But yeah, man, we we got life all messed up, you know what I'm saying? We had life all messed up. What we was doing, we was judging and accusing ourselves. Ever since, me and Eve ate that fruit in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? That fruit, made us judge ourselves, whether we was good or bad, or it was so many things. There's so many problems in a penis. You know what I'm saying? A penis can cause so many problems and anxiety and all that in a penis. You know what I'm saying? Because of its size, you know what I'm saying? It can make somebody feel less than a man. You know what I'm saying? If his size is not as big as, others. It's all kinds of thoughts that go on in the mind of a man. And that's why it's so bad and hated upon for women to cheat on men. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes that man feel less than a man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the game is not really supposed to be played. You know what I'm saying? Either side, you know what I'm saying? Because you reap what you sow. You know what I'm saying? And if you out there with 2 or 3 women as a man, then your woman might have 2 or 3 men on the side with playing you. You know what I'm saying? And see, you always got to be prepared for that, because playing the game requires taking the game to be played upon oneself. You know what I'm saying? When you play the game, you get the game played on you. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? And women, they tend to, I'm going to say it, man. A man, from a man's point of view, from the way I see it, a woman got it going on. You know what I'm saying? A woman can play the game, but a woman can't play the game and be known as sexy or nice or genuine, or a woman can't get no credit when she cheating on her man. A woman can't get no credit from God, can't get no credit from man. Now that's a true hoe, when you cheating on a man that's married to you and you a woman. That's a hoe. Now, a man is a male hoe if he cheat on his woman. But a man, when he a hoe, he think it's cool to be a hoe. You know what I'm saying? So he don't give a damn, long as that thing feeling that thing, feeling that thing, and feeling that way and this way in that thing. You know what I'm saying? A man is all right. You know what I'm saying? A man can love 3, 4, 5 women. You know what I'm saying? At the same time. You know what I'm saying? It's the women, you know what I'm saying, who can't love, 3, 4, 5 men. They gotta go from this man to that man. And then they looking back at this man and looking at that grass eyes green and shit that they just left, and damn, it's greener than it ever been. When you left that motherfucker, then it got greener than shit. That motherfucker got green as hell. Now you want to get back over here in this goddamn part. All you gotta do is jump that goddamn fence. You know what I'm saying? That fatted calf. Come on, bring your behind on over here, daddy. Hitch. I'm a bull now. Ah, yeah. Daddy a bull. Boy, you a badass nigga, daddy. You a badass nigga. You a cold ass nigga. You God, man. You God. Can't nobody mess with you, man. Can't nobody mess with you. It's over. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas thought they could. A lot of niggas can't mess with you, daddy. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? You the shit. You know what I'm saying? Johnson Land, what do you see? Let me see what she talking about.
Hello everybody, my name is Inez. Welcome to today's video. I bless you all, I love you all. Today I want to share with you what God is saying at this time, this present time, the end days that we're living in. It's an amazing time to be alive, brothers and sisters. So God is saying at this time about what are you believing in? Where is your faith? Are you looking at the joints? Are you looking at what the enemy is doing? What's happening in your life, globally, on the TV? Where's your faith? Let your faith rise. It's important at this time. So let's pray. So Holy Spirit, I ask you to come right now and speak through me to your people, to your sons, to your daughters. In Jesus' name, amen. God bless you all. So listen, this is very important. Just going to give you a quick lowdown of the scriptures that God gave me, and it's very necessary at this time. Now, I'm not just talking about globally, about this virus thing that's just plastered everywhere and that everybody knows about, and the fear mongering and everything that's happening. Okay, this is also about your destiny. It's also about your life. It's about your marriage. It's about prophetic words that were given. It's about what you're looking at, what you're believing in. So this is what God was saying at this time. Okay, so let's go to Numbers 13. And I'm just going to paraphrase a little bit, okay? So it's all about when Moses sent out the men, the spies, to check out the land of Canaan, to see what was happening. Okay, so I'm just going to go down to verse 27, okay? So what happened was, the men went down and they came back. And they said to Moses, we came to the land where you sent us. Surely it was flowing with milk and honey, and there's fruit in it. Nevertheless, the people there are strong that dwell in the land. The cities are walled. It's really great. And moreover, we saw the children of Anak there, the Amalekites that dwell in the land of the south, the Hittites, Jebusites, Amorites dwell in the mountains, the Canaanites dwell by the sea and by the coast of Jordan. And then Caleb stilled the people before Moses, and he said, let's go, we can possess it, we're able to overcome it, let's go. But then again the men said, but we're not able to go up against the people, for they're stronger than us. So they brought the evil report to the land, to Moses, and they searched the children of Israel, saying, the land, though we have gone to search it, is a land that has eaten up the inhabitants thereof, and all the people that we saw in it, they're men of great stature. And we saw joints there, the son of Anak. Okay, so let me just pause there. They had knowledge that in the land of Canaan, it was flowing with milk and honey. It was brilliant. They're able to dwell there, but they came back with this evil report. But we saw this. But what about this? What about the joints? What about the children of Anak? What are we going to do there? How are we supposed to live? We won't be able to defeat them. That's what they were saying. And there was one person called Caleb who is a warrior. Great warrior. And he didn't even listen to them. He just stopped them in the middle and said, look, let's go. Let's possess the land. It's ours. Let's go for it. But, the men said, and I remember reading about Jesus. When Jesus went to the sick, he healed, he did good wherever he went. And he wouldn't listen to the negativity, he wouldn't say anything. He would say, where is your faith? Tell these people to get out of here, the ones who are moaning and complaining. And he'd heal the sick. He'd put out all the doubters, all those who don't believe. Brothers and sisters, I want to ask you today, what are you looking at that's happening globally? Yes, we have to go by regulations. We have to obey the authority of governments and so on. All of this. But you yourself, your walk with your family. Are you fearful? Are you scared? And when you look at all the shops where everything's gone, and the little children are asking, why is this happening? What's going on? Why is everyone freaking out? What's all this on the news? Coarse words saying people are going to die and all of these things. What are you saying? Because there has been some Christians who are scared. And they're going from one prophet to another, one place to another place. What's God saying? What's God saying? What's happening? What are we going to do? Oh, I taught the words just like the men said. In Numbers 13, I thought the land was flowing with milk and honey. I thought 2020 was supposed to be amazing. I thought the prophetic words were healing. I thought prophetic words were this. What are you going to believe? Brothers and sisters, that's what I'm going to ask you today. If there's anything wrong with your body, your marriage, your family, are you worried about your destiny? Are you worried about the economy? What's going to happen? Your business? The stock markets? What are you saying? Are you speaking life and blessings, brothers and sisters? Or are you speaking what you're seeing, the negativity? And we remember also with the storm, Jesus in the boat with the disciples. And the storm arose. And they're like, Lord, Lord, what are we going to do? Are you just going to sit there while we're going to die? We're going to perish. And Jesus gets up from his sleep. And he's like, why are you afraid? Where is your faith? Like, how long do I have to be with you? And Jesus said that a lot. How long have I been with you that you don't believe? How long have I been walking with you and you still doubt? You still don't believe? Brothers and sisters, I felt this very strongly even at this time. And even in some Christians in general, you know, the way, even with their destiny, prophetic words, but I haven't seen it yet, nothing's happening, or going from church hopping, or looking for words all over the place. Brothers and sisters, it is so important at this time. I have always said this in my messages, in these videos, especially this year. I have always said, you need to be prayerful. You need to be standing on the word. You need to be speaking life. Because when the enemy comes in like a flood, you should smile and say, this is breakthrough. Something good is about to happen to me, because seriously, this is too much. When the testing, when all of this comes to get you to say something, to get you to fear, to get you to tremble and doubt and unbelief, or amazing prophetic word that was given to you or something, and you're like, oh, well, I thought it was supposed to be like this. I thought this was supposed to happen. Have you ever doubted and said anything like that? All of us have. But it's important. It is so important at this time to speak in life and blessings, okay? Because there's a lot of things that are being said. It's like coarse words, okay? It's very important. So they knew, the men that had to go to the land of Canaan to spy it out, they knew there was fruit there. They knew they could dwell there. It was flowing with milk and honey. But their eyes in the natural were looking at the joints. Are you looking at the joints with fear? Are you speaking fear? Are you letting that in, brothers and sisters? Very important.
See, what they looking at is the storm. What they looking at is the owner of stores and the owner of all companies, all refineries, the owner of car lots, the owner of the houses. They looking at all the money in all the banks of everything lended to anybody. You know what I'm saying? All y'all had money lended to y'all, or you you gave money to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Lent money out. Now, the true way to do that is to not expect nothing in return. When you lend somebody some money, you don't supposed to expect nothing in return. You know what I'm saying? And that way you'll always be a giver and not a taker. You know what I'm saying? If you can't give, don't do anything. You know what I'm saying? If you can't give, don't. So that way, if somebody say, can I borrow? Don't. If you gonna want it back. If you don't want it back, you giving it to them, then let them borrow it. But now, that's why I took away money. No more money. You know what I'm saying? No more money. The reason I took away money was because money was causing too many problems. A lot of people kill, steal, and destroy and do everything that they do wrong because of money or the lack of money and this and that. And, you know, a lot of women cheat on their man because somebody else will give them an extra $40. You know, a lot of women cheat, but when the man that they cheat with don't have to give them nothing but $20 every 2 or 3 weeks, he might have to give her $20 because she got her own money. She spend most of her money on him any goddamn way. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's full of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's full of shit. So, you know, don't let nobody get you crossed up in life. You know what I'm saying? I did, you know, a lot of time, you know, I did 7 years in one marriage. And in that marriage, you know, I was the one that really messed it up. And then the second marriage was a little bit of both of us messing up. You know what I'm saying? But the third marriage, it was, you know, all being dogged out because of what I did to the first two. It was like the woman that I got, her main focus was punishing me for the things I'd done in my first two marriages. Like she was the hit man to punish me for the other two women. You know what I'm saying? Like she was sent to me to do that to me and humiliate me and dog me out and cheat on me and just do me in for 18 years. You know what I'm saying? To bring the God out of me. You know what I mean? Then when they finally brought the God out of me, I said, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm finna go off. You know what I'm saying? Because Adam, he had to love everybody. You know what I'm saying? But when you become God, then you the one who judges that love. You know what I'm saying? If it's somebody didn't love their enemy, they're against God. And that's Satan. If your enemy Satan, if the enemy that done something to you, that's Satan. You talking about doing it back to him, you the enemy now because you not God. Now you the enemy fighting against the enemy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no better. That's why I say if you love your enemy, then you can't even talk about your enemy bad. Oh, God forgive them for they know not what they do. That's somebody who loved their enemies. You know what I'm saying? Now, you got to get that right. You know what I'm saying? But Royce, what's up, God? Can I come get some cards today? Yeah, God, man, I'm going to tell you. If you bring this video right here and you let us see it, sit down, talk to us, we'll get you in some cards, and then we'll put you some money in your pocket, God, to go to the mall and get you some clothes, you and Nita and all the kids. And You know what else we'll leave for you too? We got some of that. We got some of that. Looking at it now, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know, we know what we talking about. This Rolls Royce talking to you, Adam. Tomorrow, your day, or today, your day. This is the birthday of Jig, Jesus Yahweh God, which is little Jakai Jesus, LaTroy Jackson. We need to get him a throne made and put in the back seat of that Rolls Royce that I'm coming to get today. So if you got a white one, I'll take a white one. And I want it to be a big 4-door Rolls Royce. And then I don't know what Nita and the kids gonna pick, you know what I'm saying? But God, he wanna pick, you know, a big 4-door sedan. You know what I'm saying? I want a big boy. You know what I'm saying? I just want, you know, something that, you know, when I go up to the schools, there's no God coming. You know what I'm saying? Something that I could write God on, you know what I'm saying? In, you know, on my paint, but in a place on my door on the right hand side, I put God on my door. Where you open the door at, I put God right there. You know what I'm saying? That's new, you know what I'm saying? We used to put it on our doors and stuff like, but Harry had his Harry O on his door. But then me, I had Peck down the side of the back of my car. I had Peck, you know what I'm saying? And I might even do that on my Rolls Royce. No, I ain't gonna do that because that's kind of old. You know, no, but that'd be nice, God. No, that's something that, you know, I'll trick out and make it like the 70s, you know what I'm saying? And I was the only one did that, I think. No, it was some more niggas came and copied you after that pick, and then, you know, it went on for a little while, you and Richard George now. I think Maine had Maine on his or something. And when he had cut the damn roof off, I remember Richard George cut the damn roof off his goddamn car. Them niggas was cutting roofs off, tops down and shit like that there. Yeah, them niggas, you know what I'm saying, used to ride. Peck and Richard George used to ride like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna ride again, Richard. We gonna ride again, nigga, shit. Your boy Peck coming back home, nigga. I'm gonna get a crib down there somewhere, you know what I'm saying, for me and you and shit, whoever you got and whoever I got, we gonna have a big old crib, nigga. I'm gonna build that motherfucker right there, like you go in the Shadow Oaks, but it's gonna be right there on your right. When you go down and you cross that go behind Lenny Roberts, and then you get ready to cross over that old railroad track or whatever that was, and that land that's on the right hand side across the street from the post office, all that land all the way to Shadow Oaks, I want to make a crib. You know what I'm saying? I'm building the homes. The homes that I'm building, they're mansions, houses in mansions. And it's a lot of houses, and it's for people to meet people that ain't got nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like kids that's in these hospitals that don't have a mother and father to go back home to. You know what I'm saying? Kids that's stuck in the system and all they know is the people that come in to work and they locked in and they like they in prison, but they just kids not really knowing nothing, but they growing up in an orphanage type facility. You know what I'm saying? Told when to eat all the time, like going to school 24/7, you know, even when you go to bed, you know what I'm saying? Type stuff, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. But God, we're gonna have to get you right, God. You're gonna have to get us right. That's what the problem is, God. You're gonna have to get us right. But this Rolls Royce, God, come on in and get your car. And then this the bank, God, this Woodforrest Bank in the mall, God. I mean, in Walmart, God, I'm talking to you. This the bank, and this ain't no lie, God. If you come in, you'll see that it ain't no lie. If you bring this video and tell me that you want me to sit down and listen to this video, and you come to this number right here or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And shoes, I'll listen to you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever number you're on, you know what I'm saying? You're my God. I work at the mall. I mean, work at Walmart, at the bank right now. And I'm an angel too, you know what I'm saying? And all I got to do is hear this, and I know I got to do what I got to do, and that's give you a card that's got money, unlimited money on it. And that's from our bank, Woodforrest. Now, everybody else got to get their name written in your book, God. Adam LaTroy Jackson, this Woodforrest Bank. We're Woodforrest Bank, and we're called Bush Bank for Bush. Dow Bush and Derrick Banks. Their names going down in history of the fathers of the fatherless. You know what I'm saying? So Holly, you going down in there too, and look at Holly, man. Look at his life now, and look how, man, I deserve some of that too. I think my arm got messed up because of taking neither kids. You know what I'm saying? That's why God crippled me. You know what I'm saying? But then Harley got crippled because of the way he did his wife and kids and got with Sandra. And then Sandra just dogged his ass out for years and years and years for that shit. And see, I seen that shit right there the whole time. Shit. I see women cheating on men and all that there. And shit, man. I know the women that did me like that, you know what I'm saying? It don't feel good, but it don't hurt. It can get to the place where it won't hurt if you had a woman that really loved you, but you ain't got no woman that really loves you, then it hurt, you know what I'm saying? Because secrets hurt, you know what I'm saying? Because secrets bring about, make a man jealous, you know what I'm saying? Secrets, you know what I'm saying, make a man feel less than a man. If you got another man out there keeping secrets with his woman, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You know everything about me, but I don't know nothing about you. You know what I'm saying? That's what a low down ass woman do to a man. She pray to God in church as a bullshit ass bullshitter. Pray to God in church for a man. Then when God give them a man, they cheat on him and dog him out and shit. And then act like they ain't done shit. And still go to the same bullshit ass church and be pulling that same bullshit about church this, church that, and doing all kinds of bullshit behind God's back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women do some bullshit ass shit. That's why I say, man, ain't no more marrying, man. Get your money and just have fun. You know, sex with who you want to have sex with, as long as they want to have sex with you. So, and that's pretty much love. If you love somebody, you have sex with them. But then if you don't love them, you know if you don't love them, you know what I'm saying? And if it's something kinky going on, get your kinks out and tell the kink about yourself, about it to yourself, and then you have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a good ways to enjoy a lot of things that would hurt a motherfucker, but then, you know what I'm saying, make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? Don't plunge me in my behind without using Vaseline. Yeah, I ain't no punk now. That God forgive me, you know what I'm saying? Don't think I'm a punk now, you know what I'm saying? But then, and God forgive me for saying punk, you know what I'm saying? I ain't calling y'all punks, meaning a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a cousin, Panky, you know, he like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with Panky and shit. So I don't want Panky to think I'm calling him no punk. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Just words. Words fucks us all up. You know what I'm saying? And the devil accused us. So I don't want nobody to think I was accusing nobody and calling nobody no punk. That was gay. I ain't got nothing against gay people. Shoes, I got them in the family. So I can't, go all off like that. You know what I'm saying? So, we here, man. We here. And like I say, man, I'm coming to the bank, get my card. I'm coming to the car lot, get the car. And neither all y'all can come on down here if y'all want to. And we can get whatever car you want to get and all that there. And then, shoes, we going to find a house and all that. We gonna find a house, but where we gonna go and find this house, God? Let's do Lake Jackson, man. We ain't gotta go over there and no, hell no, this neither. We ain't going that back that way. We gonna stay up this way. Goddamn. Houston. Houston the limit. Now, Angleton, all right. You can go to Angleton, Adam, but don't go goddamn past goddamn Angleton. You stay your ass on this side of Angleton. Because you got some haters over there, boy. You got some haters over there. At Freeport, Angleton, shit. You got haters all up and down there, man. You got haters that, hate your guts, nigga, shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you the coldest nigga in the world and can't nobody stop you. And your ass then just went and blew the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And now the whole world got to come down and bow down on their knees to you, God. Everybody do. This Adam. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm going to raise my hands up to that. Now, hey, man, I'm going to tell y'all. As I raise my right hand up high, and I thank God for not letting it go bad like my left hand here did. But then I swear to you, I will not lie to y'all ever in my life. I'm God. I know I'm God. It took some years for me and God to perfect what we got together in this Adam, and I'm God. And I'm coming to get my car tomorrow. I'm coming to get my card. And after I get my card, then the same kind of deal we made. I'm gonna sit down with you at the bank, this Adam Jackson. And I'm talking to you, Woodforrest, and this Woodforrest. Talking to Woodforrest. This Woodforrest soul and spirit. Talking to Woodforrest flesh. And this Woodforrest flesh. Talking to Woodforrest spirit. And this is God's spirit talking to Woodforrest spirit. And God and Woodforrest spirit talking to God's spirit. Now, tomorrow, I'm coming to the bank with Nike on tape. And then I'm coming in. I ain't got no ID. I'm going to bring my video and I'm going to tell you I need to see the biggest person you got on staff today and that can do business with God. I'm going to ask for that. And then y'all give me that person and I'm going to get them to sit down and watch this video. And then I'm going to get them to, hear God. You know what I'm saying? And everybody gonna be happy. Because Everybody gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make some more videos, and we're gonna make some movies. And I'm gonna have you, Woodforrest, and I'm gonna have this teller machine, the whoever at the teller. I'm gonna have you on the movie, and I'm gonna ask to speak for somebody to for God to play a video to, and y'all gonna have to get me to your highest representative, this God. I love you. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. Mm, I'm ready, ready, ready. I'm ready, ready, ready. Mm.
What if I told you you just need one trade once a week to take control of your financial future?
Praise God, praise God. How you guys doing today? I hope you are blessed in the Lord. Hallelujah. So I wanted to give you all an update. Praise God. Let me say this again. Hello, everyone. I pray that you are having a blessed day in the Lord, no matter what, despite of who or what. Praise God, praise God. So I wanted to give you an update. So I went to the store, and honestly, I was just taking my uncle because he needed a new battery, right? So I'm in the store and in Walmart here in Abbeville, Louisiana. Nothing's on the shelf. I mean, like, hold on, let me clarify that. No tissue, no water. They did start putting some Dasani out when I was there, but they didn't even put their brand. They just put Dasani. I said, I don't want that. I said, because wait a minute, why they just putting what Walmart, don't want to make money, right? So they don't have their brand, they have design. I said, I ain't drinking no design. It's just full of design. So they had a couple of something else like Ozark. I got that as well. No tissue anywhere. I went to Super One. It's a small town, so they don't have a whole lot of options. So I went to Super One. No tissue. I was telling my uncle, I said, get you some water. I said, I'm going to give me some too. Water's out. Then they're talking about only limit 3 per household. I was like, these people crazy. So I'm just minding my business. Just, I'm not a dramatic, but I'm not a panicky person. I'm just kind of like watching people in the scene because let me be real. When you trust God, you don't trip how everybody else trip. You just don't do it because whatever God allows, He's still God. Come on, somebody, hallelujah. However, I was noticing how people were just shoo-shooing and stuff. I say, people can feel stuff. I think we all can feel it. So, with this being said, y'all know what I put up last night about the shutdown. Something big is coming. I can feel that. And I don't care what nobody say. They lying. They lying about some virus. They lying. I believe this is a test run for martial law and FEMA to make sure that they have. This is straight up the real thing. And when I say test run, they look at it as a test run because if it was the real deal, well, trust me, we would know for real. But remember, if there is a shutdown, you will not be able to move to leave your home. That's martial law. You can say what you want to say. They could say whatever, shutdown, that's what they call it, whatever, man. That's martial law. You can't leave your home. That means somebody gonna be trolling or something. So long story short, in Abbeville, Louisiana, where I'm at, there is no water, there is no toilet paper. It's crazy. People are panicking. Oh, that's what I want to tell y'all. Thank you, Lord, for reminding me. So they had a lady talking to another lady, and we be listening because we've got to be on the alert. Prophets are news, in case y'all don't know. Yes, we are. We're gonna pay attention to everything. So the lady worked at the hospital. She said, "We're not allowed to go to our jobs." I said, "What are you talking about?" I ain't gonna lie, I sure did, but they say no one. They cut me off. They cut me off just now. They must don't like this. Wow. Let me hurry up and finish. They cut me off. I'm sorry. She said that nobody can enter in the hospital and go out the hospital. I said, wow. And it's so funny. Carla Sissimo, you're saying, yes, it's a medical shutdown that comes with martial law. I warn y'all too. If you get tested for everything, watch that needle. I don't know why I'm going straight with the Holy Ghost on this one. That chip is about like a rice grain.
Watch what they're giving you. If you're gonna get tested for anything, just watch. Every time I go to, what's in that needle? Let me see that needle. Yes, I do. I'll be acting crazy. Let me see that needle. What you giving me? I'm not saying be perfect because they can put in the pill and say, hey, this is for aspirin. I'm just telling you, these people are slick. Y'all know that. They make everything. You say what you want to say. I'm just saying something. That's something ain't right. This whole thing just is off. Y'all know that. And again, we're not installing fear. I'm just telling y'all, just be on the lookout. And the crazy part, if you've been on my channel, well, I've only been on here for 2 years, but if you've been following me, like most people have from Facebook, came to YouTube. And the reason why I came on YouTube, let me tell you why I came on YouTube. They start shutting my page down. Like, they know I'm coming with that real stuff. They know I'm a real prophet. This is what I heard them say. How does she know the stuff? So they already know. That's why they watch everything I do. I mean, and I'm going here because we at the end, and y'all need to know what they do. They've been following me since 14? When I started doing the classes and I started talking about New World Order, and I said some things about the last president. That's what got me ready flag. I knew it was going to happen. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go here because y'all need to know for the prophets that are coming out. I'll never forget, it was 3 o'clock in the morning one day, and God said, are you ready? I said, yes, Lord. You know, Deanna, are you ready? I said, yes, Lord. He said, Deanna, are you ready? I really didn't know what he was saying, but you know when you love God, yes, God. The next day, it was so crazy. I'm going to tell y'all this, and I've said it before, so for those that are just coming on, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Me and my mama bear, who was driving. I was driving. She was in the passenger seat and was passing by. I was in Sacramento, California. Was passing by the mall. I never forget. And the Holy Spirit said, "Watch for the star." I said, "Star." And so she started talking to my. And I'm sorry. When God's talking to me, I said, "Be quiet. I need to listen to this." And I never forget. He said, "Deanna, it's beginning. Watch for the star." And I didn't know what he was talking about, honey. Everybody could tell y'all that been around me because they thought I was lying too or tripping. By the time we got home, and I went into the doorpost. I looked up, a drone. The drone could have just touched my head. She got scared and Herbert went in the house. I looked and I said, all right, it's on. And I promise you before God, it's been on since. Everywhere I go, there's drones. I'm always being watched. And that's what God told me. He told me what would happen. I'm not scared, people. Why I tell y'all the truth. I'm not scared. I had one person on here ask me, how do I prepare? I've been preparing to die for years. You ain't ready for me. I'm just being real because I already know my fate, and I'm not scared. Because thank God I didn't get killed on the streets doing what I was doing. That's right, I'm a soldier for real. So if I got to go out for God, let it be so. Hallelujah to his name. Nobody claiming. I'm supposed to be dead and stuff I was pulling, truth be told. You don't hear me. I guess God said, that one right there, that crazy one right there, I'm going to use her for my glory. I'm just being real. And I thank God he didn't cut my life short for the stuff I did do. I'm just being real with y'all. So, they've been watching me, sending people to me. I mean, y'all be surprised how many people come try to be my friend. I know they've been paid off. Sometimes I call them out. Sometimes I say, let's play. Let's play. You really want to roll with me? Because if I miss it, let me tell you how good God is as a prophet. God, wake me up 3 o'clock in the morning and tell me, you know who that is? That's CIA, that's FBI. I said, oh, they want to rock and roll. And I know, and I ain't gonna lie to you, most people used to be, Deanna, be careful what you see on Facebook. Deanna, yo, what am I supposed to do? Run now? Hide now? No. This true apostolic anointing he trusted me with, I'm gonna die with it. And I'm not scared. And that's why I tell y'all the truth, because I don't want you to be scared. If you say you live for God, you got to know you might die for God. Come on, somebody, hallelujah. Now, if you fake, you ain't got nothing to worry about because you're going to take that chip anyway. I was making my nephew last night. I said, the only chip I'm going to take is a potato chip. Yeah, I like to, y'all know that, whatever. Being real. Most people going to take that chip. And when we were talking last night, you know how real it was? Your spirit no things before your flesh. I literally came to tears last night when I was talking to my nephew. He said, what's wrong? I said, so many people. They cut me off again. So let me get off of here because they don't like this message. This is Apostle Deanna. Roll our soldiers, for that is who we are. God bless you all. Stay strong.
Does your child love school? How would your life be different if they did love school and they were excited to go every day? if they were curious and wanted to know about many different subjects. I'm Michelle Bowen. I'm an education consultant and the owner of Acton Academy in the Woodlands, Texas. Our students love to learn. Why do they love to learn? That's one of the most common questions I get. And there are many reasons why. But one of the big ones is because they get to have a choice in the way that they learn, in the goals that they set. If you have a child who's struggling in math but ahead in reading, at Acton Academy, they can work at their own pace and on the level that they're at. And the result is that they are no longer ashamed or afraid to fail. They work hard because they're recognized and excited for where they're working and the areas that they're excelling in. And we also celebrate when we fail because failure is a natural part of life. If you feel like your child deserves to love learning, and that as a parent, you also deserve to have a happy child that enjoys their education, you should check out Acton Academy. Just click the link below and you'll get more information about how your child can learn at their own pace, find joy in learning, and ultimately love their education.
Well, I would say I know you're going to have to make sacrifices of some sort, but it's still worth it because the way Acton teaches you to become a better person and to learn and grow is so much better.
Updates get an update with GoDaddy Pro. Do hours of site maintenance in seconds and save 3 hours per site per month. You do the math. Then do a dance. Get GoDaddy Pro free. Get GoDaddy Pro free. Get GoDaddy Pro free. Get GoDaddy Pro free. Calling all Woman Thou Art Loosed alumni. It's Women's History Month, and we want to hear from you. On Sunday, March 15th, following service, you are invited to a free casting call to share your inspirational Woman Thou Art Loosed moments. Come and share your historical, life-changing revelations and experiences that have influenced your own life over the years for a chance to be featured in upcoming promotional media opportunities. To participate in the casting call on Sunday, March 15th, you must submit a brief summary of how your experiences of past Woman Thou Art Loosed conferences have helped you shape history and impact your community at publicrelations@tdjakes.org. The deadline to submit your brief summary is Thursday, March 12th.
I was reading an article I received. Let me tell you something. When a person turn their back on you, you got two options. You could get mad or you could get motivated. And see me, I like to get motivated. Because see, I'm going to tell you something. When a person turn their back on you, when they turn back around, they got to kiss your ass. See, you got to give them every reason to turn back around. See, they going to try to throw dirt all over you. And you got to understand and make them understand that you a seed. All you going to do is grow. See, I'm going to tell you something. A king know how to build a castle with the same stones that's thrown at him. See, only a fool will sit there and just wait on a motherfucker. And I'd rather struggle every day of my life than have a motherfucker tell me you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me. Or you wouldn't be nowhere in life if I ain't do that for you. I'd rather struggle every day of my life. So when a motherfucker turn their back on me, I just go harder. I don't give up. I don't know how to quit. I don't understand that shit. You got to make these motherfuckers understand that you will not stop. You will not be stopped. Because motherfuckers who feel defeated and they know they had an opportunity to get money with you, they turn into haters, and they be your biggest ones. You don't understand that your biggest haters be ones that you grew up with, or knew the longest, or did some shit with in your childhood, or went to school with. Them be your biggest haters, because they know they can't get back in your life, because they turned their back on you. They ain't believe on you in the fucking first place. You got to make these motherfuckers who turn their back on you understand that you will not quit. This God's plan. And you got to make them understand that was the biggest mistake they made in their motherfucking life. You got to go hard and make them go home and cry their motherfucking ass out because they feel defeated. I'm going to tell you something about that word defeated again. That's going to make the motherfuckers who turn their back on you your biggest haters, your biggest rivals. You're going to have to triumph over them same motherfuckers who turned their back on you when they could have just helped you get where you tried to go. And I'd rather struggle and get where the fuck I'm trying to go than have a motherfucker look me in my eyes and tell me, boy, you wouldn't be there if it weren't for me doing this for you. Or you wouldn't be here if I wouldn't have done that or gave you that or put some money behind you. Put your own money up. The biggest investment you could ever make in life is in yourself. We the business.
This is a life book. To many people, it's the most important book on their shelf. But you can't buy a life book in any bookstore.
Me and Kylie is on a walk. Say hi, girl. Say hi.
Hi.
Show them your makeup. Come on.
Gratitude, you know what I'm saying? I had to let you know that I'm thankful. I don't have no right to be here. I don't have no right to sit on that bitch out there. I'm not the significant say that I deserve that. So I got to show that to the gratitude.
This girl there has in a church. What is up, y'all? Oh my God. As you can tell, I look like I had just woke up. And that's because I did just wake up. I ain't gonna lie. But, okay, so upon rising today, I was just so thankful. Y'all don't even understand. First thing I did today, which is a little different because I don't like to get into my phone. It's the first thing that I like to do when I wake up because I just feel like that is just, I don't know. That's just something I don't do. I have to be well, marinated into the fact that it's a new day for me to touch my cellular device. But this morning, I touched my cellular device as soon as I woke up, and I went straight to my reading. I went to a reading. I read my whole year. I read my whole month. I read my week, and these past couple of days. And you want to know what I think that is just so awesome is the fact that these astrology readings really do be head on. And I feel like a lot of people just avoid them because they don't want to anticipate any challenges or anything like that. But to me, it's kind of exciting because it's like, bro, I've been dealing with all sorts of challenges like all my life. And what has felt like it was defeating me, or when I was facing temporary defeat, I was just responding to my challenges inappropriately. I'm not going to say wrong because there's really no right or wrong. It's just like certain actions are appropriate at certain times as things are happening accordingly. And because I have my first year, my spiritual awakening, I dove so deep. Like I dove head first so deep, you guys. So this is why I'm so excited with my reading today, and even like the small message that I received on my walk, because I woke up, I wanted to go for a walk after I did my reading. I had listened to some Ryan, I forget his last name, but he's a motivational speaker slash real estate agent slash other things, and I'm not interested in real estate by the least right now. But I really like Ryan and the things that he has to say because they are everything, you guys. He be speaking the truth. And it's just so crazy how, like, all of these laws of the universe and these, cheat codes to life, they're kind of all the same. It just all depends on how we are appropriately putting them to use to make effective change in our current day, our current reality, and in our current affairs, whatever it is that we're dealing with at the time. So me and Kylie, which is my little cousin, went for a little walkie walk or whatever, and the message at the church was gratitude is the attitude. Gratitude is the attitude. Gratitude is the attitude, period. You guys, gratitude is the attitude for the day. I'm trying to tell you. And what I know this is because it just makes so much sense. Every day, things are getting more simple and more simple for me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's all I gotta say. Today, all I have to say is thank you. Literally. Thank you to you. Thank you to the Most High. Thank you to all of the challenges. Thank you to my haters. Thank you to everything that is a part of what I'm dealing with in my life, because it's helping me. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's helping me so much. But y'all, I got so much tea, so let's just get right into it. So it's so crazy because, if you pay attention to life close enough, it will really start to literally feel like it's a game. Life's a game. But we can't really try to play ourselves into believing that life is just the game, right? And why do I say that? Because I was listening to Ryan today, and Ryan just said something that made sense. Like, don't y'all know, like, how stuff just makes so much sense? Like, make it make sense. Like, we be listening to stuff all the time in our everyday life. We hear certain things, metaphors, sayings, slogans, all of this. Slogans. But the stuff makes sense when it's supposed to make sense to you. And you want to know why it stuck so much is because I have been looking at life lately as a game. And everything has been like that towards me. My relationships, business affairs, my things that I'm interested in, my hobby, my everything, literally everything looks just as like a game. But what I was doing so well in order for me to win at a lot of the games in my life, I was doing a lot of practicing. And what Ryan said basically that resonated with me so much that I'm able to just kind of run off with it. Like, okay, we got to get to practice, okay? Because even I know back when I was the cheerleader, I was a competitive cheerleader. And you guys, we would have practice way more than we had games. We would have practice way more than we had competitions. We would have practices way more than we were doing anything. Even if it was a pep rally, even if it was just spirit day or any damn thing, we were at practice more than we were at the thing. And it's so crazy because our practice times would be no less than an hour. But how long? What's that? Oh, see, I be texting people and stuff, and I don't even be knowing who I be texting because I do not save people's numbers. You know that we really rock if I save your number. And if I save your number as your name or as a nickname in which that I think that is just so cool to you because this is just like our insider together, But if I save your name as anything other than your name or like a really cool nickname, then you just really don't matter that much to me. Like if I save your name as like don't answer or like weirdo, it means that you haven't really made it to the block list just yet, but you a couple of actions away from making it there because you want some weird stuff. So this is why your name is weirdo and do not answer in the phone. But you know, some people just be like, some people really just be trying to be my friend so much that they be doing too much. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just such a cool person. Like, I'm going to be myself. I just want people to be themselves. And if I make people excited to, like, that's cool as hell to me because I have most definitely been around people that I was so excited to be around, so excited to be their friend and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? To where I probably was coming off, like, weird. And they're like, Kiana, stop being weird, bro, like, in their head. But then they don't really know how to say it because we ain't friends and cool enough like that. So then it's just be like, they just stop talking to me and stuff like that. And that's happened to me a lot. And you know what? We're going to talk about that in another video because I do know somebody wanted me to make a video like this. And I'm getting so off traffic. Help! I'm getting so off topic, as you can see. So let me get back on topic, which was me talking about life, winning, game, and practice. Practice makes perfect, as we know. What has been holding me up so much in my life, I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to keep it so a buck with y'all. It hasn't really been my passion. It has been the inconsistency of me executing the things that I really want to execute. And then this has impressed my subconscious mind to where I don't have to finish things in which I start. And that's not healthy. That's not the proper or the appropriate way in which I intend to respond to situations, challenges, or anything that comes my way in my life. And one thing that I have most definitely been able to notice that I've accepted myself for, because I have talked a lot lately about how, you know, I accept myself, I love myself, I appreciate myself, and I trust myself, because if I don't do that, then I can't really navigate my intuition properly and take advice from spirit, because this is how spirit communicates with me. Literally, through other people, through the things that's happening, like through the forms of synchronicities, but this is the way that the universe literally responds to us and literally communicates with us. It's only up to us if we pay attention to what's going on around us. The reason I say that it's been the inconsistency in relationships more than anything is because I've noticed that I allow my relationships to interfere with anything that I have going on in my life. And that could be like things that I'm passionate about, you guys. And that is very unhealthy because, as we know, a lot of relationships come and they are very conditional. They are very temporary. And one thing that I am starting to feel so comfortable with this year, 2020, has been all about growth and becoming my ultimate self and becoming more. To do that, I have to become more comfortable with being uncomfortable. And this is one thing that I would say to myself every day. I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable. At first it was, I need to become comfortable with getting uncomfortable. But now I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable because I know uncomfortability will bring me the evolution and the growth in which I need of the season I'm in order for me to flourish and to harvest in the next one. This is just me paying attention to the laws of nature, and this is me paying attention to the events that's happened to my life up until this point in my life. You know what I'm saying? What have I noticed? It has been relationships. And more than anything, it's been relationships with men. And I've noticed that I have like a huge lack of masculinity, which I've also talked about in my last video. And I'm so thankful. This is why I'm so glad that me and Kylie did just run into the church today. We were only there for like literally 10 minutes. And I got what I needed out of that. Literally. But it's the first relationship that, you know, kind of traumatized me and kind of held me up from my life was most definitely my relationship with my father. And I don't think that people really understand the nature of how children literally become what they see, because this is the thing that they are conscious of first. This is what they're aware of first. Like, I wouldn't have known better because this is all that I'm seeing. So I see a mom. My mom was just so in love with my dad. You know what I'm saying? She was putting up with all sorts of stuff that she had no business putting up with, but because she just didn't know any better neither, because of the things that impressed her subconscious mind from a small age. These are the things in which she just ran with until she got tired of it one day, obviously, and decided to move on and do better for her life. But it's only up to us until we realize and we recognize that, yeah, look. So far, what I know ain't working for me. So what I need to do is change up something, perpetuate some change. You have to become the change in which you want to see. What did my mom end up doing? Obviously, she left my dad and stuff ended up becoming better for her life from the moment she's done that. But it's because she had the wrong idea of what love was in the first place. She thought that it was love that was keeping her in a relationship with my father so I could see that this is what love is. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I think love is. I think love is a man abusing the woman that he claimed he loves, a man that he has children with, or the man that has children with this woman and marries this woman. He's gone all the time from home. He only comes home some nights, and he's not even there throughout the day. And then he's doing God knows what at the end of the day. And I'm saying all of this to say that clearly I didn't have a say in my dad being in my life when I was born, because I didn't really, ask these two to get together and conceive me. But I'm here, though, and I have to make better use of my energy now that I'm here. My parents didn't know better, but they did the best they could at the time in order for them to get by and stay content, hopefully, in their years in which they had me. But I'm old enough now to look back on my childhood and to see that there was a lot of mistakes made. I can't keep holding my parents accountable for these mistakes because, in a lot of ways that they've moved on in order for them to be in the positions that they are right now. At least for certainly my mother. But as far as my father, because I was able to have this conversation with my mom ongoingly because I lived with her all of these years, I have never felt like I lived with my real dad. Like he bought the house. Y'all know how it is. He bought the house, but he stayed in the street, so it didn't really feel like we lived with our dad. He lived there, yes, but only God knows where he really lived because he was never home. So y'all know how it got. I'm saying all of this to say that made a huge impression on my subconscious mind from a small child, literally. So I am unconsciously attracting men just like my father in my relationships when I'm growing up. And it's not that I was ever even looking for relationships with men, because I wasn't. I always attracted them, and I always attracted men that was just like my dad. I'm not going to lie. I still do to this day. Now I have a way better chance because I know how to use my discernment now. I'm looking at life like it's a game. So I have dealt with things before. I've seen things before. So I already know the possible outcomes. I can see things. I can foresee things. I can foresee these things happening. But because I was so immature with my own intuition, not trusting myself, not accepting myself, not loving myself, I was accepting things in which I didn't need to because obviously I didn't have the proper, the proper basis or the proper truth of what love is and what acceptance is and what trust is. Because seeing that shit early on with my parents, they wasn't really giving me the example of what I wanting, what I wish for, what, you know what I'm saying? They're showing me everything that I didn't want. And one thing that I know, and I also tell myself, besides from uncomfortability brings growth and it helps me grow, is the fact that I can't listen to or take advice from nobody that don't have anything that I desire. If you don't have what I want, what do I look like listening to you, bro? You don't even have the mindset of what it is that I'm trying to achieve. What it is that I want that I might not even know that I want because I'm not able to express myself verbally or in the proper ways right now. You know what I'm saying? I get to see all of these things happen within myself because, like I said, at the start of my spiritual awakening, I dove head first. Please excuse the train, as y'all see, I'm out here. I drove head first, you guys. So it just was like so much. Like, I could punch the phone right now. It was so much. Noticing all of the traumas, all of the things that really make me who I am. Why have I been playing this life of game the way I've been playing this life of game? This game of life. This is what I meant to say. Why have I been playing this game of life the way I've been playing the game of life? Because looking at my character and what it's been equipped with, stuff that I only knew and I only dared to know. I didn't dare to expand my consciousness or my knowledge past what I already was shown from a young age, because I didn't know to. I didn't know better to. I didn't know how to. I didn't know that the universe and life within itself was a teacher enough for me to learn these things of myself that I needed to know. I kept thinking that I was going to find these answers at school, or I was going to find these answers somewhere. Basically, it was externally. You're trying to look for these answers externally. We're not going to know that we can find the answers on how to really succeed and navigate through this game of life within ourselves. My mom didn't know that. My dad didn't know that. So how was they going to teach me that? They was looking for their solutions externally. So obviously this is what I was able to be aware of and be conscious of, because this is what I'm seeing. This is what I knew. And this is what I kept trying to make work for me. Until my back was up against the wall. This is when the dark night of my soul happened. And I noticed that I always have a monumental time every 4 years per the leap year. Because my year is 4. This is my year, for real. Like, my life path number is 4. But when I was doing the calculations going back from even 2020 right now, with it being the leap year, it was so crazy. Because I wasn't born the leap year. But all of my monuments and all of my milestones always land on a leap year. So with this one being it, I already know what it is, y'all. Because my last one was the start of the dark night of my soul, even though I didn't realize that what was happening. And I'm so thankful that all of this happened, because it was only the darkness that was able to get me to see the light that I see. And you know, I still have yet to share so much on my journey that I've learned and that I've noticed and that I'm still hip to and that I'm still getting hip to right now. I still have yet to share so much. And it's because it's just so much, you guys, to a point to where I've even got overwhelmed with the knowledge. We will get overwhelmed with the knowledge, but then we have to learn how to, you know, find creative outlets or, you know, other outlets in order for us to deal with these certain times in our seasons accordingly and healthily and in a healthy manner, appropriately. I don't know, man. My attitude is gratitude, because I'm so grateful and I'm just so thankful for the dark night of my soul, for even the days when I am having a good day and, you know, negativity does come my way. I seek the opportunity out of it, because I know how it feels to be there. I know how I felt to be in my dark night of my soul all of that time, until I was able to surrender to something that was so much greater than my own self that I had no idea that was a great part of me. So once I was hit to that, I just kind of started looking at things in life completely different. And then it does look like a game, but we cannot play ourselves to think that, you know, we get a little bit of this knowledge and then we're just able to just, you know, speed through it and just try to do it the fast way and use cheat sheets. Like, no, we need to really build our character with everything. And it's all of the trials, the tribulations, the obstacles, the opportunities, the glories, all of these things, the good, the bad, they are put into place in order to help build our character for us to become our ultimate selves. Because we're going to get there eventually. Your ultimate self is who you're going to be the moment you leave here. The moment when here to your soul and your spirit no longer matters. Because we all have that day coming, right? And you want to know what's so crazy? We care so much about our shell. To a certain extent we should. But it's our essence in which that we continuously should be seeking to enrich and to be trying to get to know. Because that's what's going to be navigating at us after we leave here. That's what's navigating us now, but we just don't realize it. Unconsciously, we're feeding it whatever we're feeding it. I know I was feeding it a lot of negativity and a lot of things. I can't even say I was feeding it a lot of negativity. But you want to know what's so crazy? When you're ignorant, what happens? When you're ignorant, you are missing out on many opportunities that you don't know how to identify as good for you, because you lack knowledge. You lack the knowledge of yourself, and you lack the knowledge of what we are a part of. So therefore, we make a lot of decisions that don't serve us, especially during certain peaks and during certain prime times of the year. This is why all of the laws of nature are set into place. Hopefully we gain a lot more comprehension of it so that we can start utilizing it practically every day into our, you know, everyday life, so that we're living life better, our reality better. That's what's happening for me. To a certain extent, I understand, like, a lot of people look for these videos because they're trying to manifest certain materialistic things or physical things into their life, like right now. So they're like watching certain things because they want instant gratification. They want like an instant boost. They don't want to build their character. They want to just build their ego, because I understand that all of this stuff requires patience. On top of what I told you, what was my focus for 2020 of becoming more comfortable with uncomfortability. What was also my focus was patience has also been my focus, because that's been something that I also noticed that I lacked since I was a young child. Why visiting your childhood is so important is because it's going to give you your life cheat sheets. It's going to give you basically what you need to be working on right now, if you're able to try to go back and identify similar patterns to what you're dealing with right now from back when you were younger, when you were starting to learn the ways of life in this game of life that you didn't realize was a game. But what helps us gain our wisdom, sagacity, understanding, our discernment to utilize the knowledge practically, appropriately, for us to make effective change in our life, to perpetuate whichever change in which we're trying to do. We need to be patient to reap what we've sown. We need to be able to give ourselves the time to see what's happening, where we're putting our energy, and how it's affecting us. Because I know that I've done so much stuff in my life over and over and over and over again. The same lessons just keep representing themselves, and that's really not that doesn't really make us happy, because it makes us feel like, okay, what aren't we understanding and what aren't we getting to where we keep getting the same lesson over and over again? Somewhere I'm lacking willpower, somewhere I'm lacking discipline, and somewhere I'm lacking a skill that I need to gain. So as clear as day as I acknowledge source in a lot of things that I'm doing now, I acknowledge source in everything that I do now. I wasn't acknowledging source back then in everything that I was doing. I was just acknowledging source in some things that I was doing. But I've noticed when I acknowledge source in everything that I do, my mind miraculously is just connected, and I get the ideas, I get the little hunches, I get the little light bulbs in my head that is able to get me to identify what it is that I should be focused on. A lot of the times we feel like we should be doing so much every single day to where we're just extra exhausted, when really you don't even have to be doing anything to be exhausted. What you should be doing every day in order for you to get to wherever you're trying to go, it should be aligned with what you're trying to do. When you notice that you're all scattered all over the place, this is when you need to just reel yourself back in and try to figure out where you are lacking the confidence, or where you're lacking the harmony, or where you're lacking the balance, because that's what I've had to do. When I started to even forget why I'm even over here even talking about my spiritual experiences, why I'm even over here talking about what I'm noticing on an every single day basis, utilizing my knowledge in a practical way. Because I've noticed that the enemy loves to come in, divide, and conquer. So I ended up doing my part because I got so sucked up in the rhythm of the drum. My whole purpose ever documenting this, talking about this on my YouTube channel, was to bring awareness to self-awareness, the knowledge of self, and becoming your ultimate self. This is what the Kiana Lachey is going to do. This is what I'm committed to doing for myself, and obviously those who are supposed to be a part of this journey with me, and encourage them along the way. Not to try to make this, some sort of, huge like entertainment for people. Because at the end of the day, yeah, a lot of the times things will become entertaining because this is stuff that we can relate with and we're going through. But my whole purpose, my sole purpose of documenting this was to be encouraging, not just to myself, but everybody that I know is like dealing with the same things that I'm dealing with. And, getting back to the basics, I'm like, I did eventually get to a point to where like, oh, I want to get to where I'm just so spiritually advanced to where, I can like help people and da-da-da-da-da, in which I'll get there. But what I messed up in, and then I'm not going to say where I messed up because everything happened accordingly. Where I overwhelmed myself overwhelmed is the word, is when I started to overwhelm myself. And when I started to take on more than I can chew and more than I can handle, because I just was so intrigued and I was just so interested so much, right? Just like I was talking about earlier, when like people be trying to be my friend too much, and when I was trying to be people's friends too much, you just kind of make that person feel like a little weird because it's just like too much. And even though you love me so much, and even though I love you so much, I don't want to make you uncomfortable and I don't want to make you weird. So we need balance. I'm going to hit you up here. I'm going to talk to you here, but it just can't be all day. It can't be every day. It just can't be too much because I don't want to push you away. And this is kind of how I would feel like my relationship is with my higher self and with, the universe within itself, because it was something that I had no idea that I could have. obviously, because I didn't have this knowledge. It wasn't something I was aware of because the people before me wasn't aware of these things. This is something I taught myself, newfound knowledge. And then it was just so exciting because it's just like, nobody in my family know about what I'm talking about. Like, I must be the chosen one. Like, I really was so excited to be a part of this newfound, what's a community, not even know it was a community, like people that actually use their minds and like to make stuff in life make sense, and likes truth and likes to digest the truth, and you feel me, like to try to make the reality what they should be making the reality of, which is a product of their energy. So y'all, I'm hit to the knowledge. I was just so excited to where I overwhelmed myself with a lot of energy because I was getting to know so much energy, into which I ended up attracting so much energy to what ended up overwhelming me all over again. So now I'm at the point to where I said all of this in this 20-something minute video to finally say gratitude today is most definitely my attitude, because I'm just so thankful that I could just sit back right now, literally with my feet kicked up, and just be thankful that I have this relationship with Source and my higher self. There is no doubt in my mind, there is no doubt in my body that I'm taken care of. Everything that I want is already mine. It's there. It's my duty to fulfill my heart's desires, because this is what Source tells me and confirms of me every single day. So no matter what my current circumstance looks like right now, no matter how many subscribers want to unsubscribe from me because they see that I'm back into doing the things that I love, which is like hair videos and stuff like this, no matter how many people come my way to try to say that, I am not what I claim to be, no matter how many obstacles come my way, no matter how many times the enemy comes to present itself to me, I have to continuously remind myself every day what's important and what matters. And that is my relationship with the Most High, my relationship with Source, my relationship with my higher self. Because I realize every time that I fail to acknowledge Source in all that I do is when things start to crumble. The things in which it gives to me so quickly, it takes from me so quickly. Because what was I so quick to do? Fail to acknowledge Source in all that I do. I'm not here to spread fear. I'm not here to initiate fear. I'm here to continuously bring acknowledgement and to bring awareness to what we could be doing with our reality. And it just is what it is, okay? Like, I'm a human being. I'm young. I have so much growing to do. I'm excited for the growth. But the attitude is gratitude. And what I've learned thus far is that I need to just, yes, keep the excitement. Yes, keep the interest. But I see how things respond to me and how I respond to things. So I need to be a little bit more patient with the relationship. I need to be more patient with all things because I acknowledge Source in all things. I know it's going to come in divine time and divine right time. Everything has its prime time. Everything has its season. Everything has the reason why it's in that season. So I planted so many seeds. OMG, I planted so many seeds, you guys. And one thing that I'm noticing with, because I visit my childhood a lot, I'm no different from the younger Kiana, my younger self. It is a great part of my higher self. I'm just still disciplining it. I'm still raising it. It's like I've just had to raise myself all over again because I just had my spiritual awakening last year, you guys. From not even noticing that I was already dealing with the dark night of my soul for 3 years. Could you imagine the trauma that I've been dealing with all my life? I imagine we've all dealt with all sorts of traumas. And just because I get on here and I, decide to talk about my experiences doesn't mean that I'm going to become like this doesn't mean that I'm going to become this holy thing overnight. You know what I'm saying? It's really not even about becoming just all that. And when I think of the word holy, what I think about is wholeness. And in order to be whole is to have the balance. And I've said so much in this video. I probably didn't even say everything in which I wanted to touch on and hit on. But we gonna talk. So y'all is definitely gonna hear my mind. And the reason why y'all haven't been hearing much of my mind lately is because I had to be patient with myself and I had to get back to what matters and back to the basis of why I am even, sharing my experience in the first place, and not to get caught up in the rhythm again, because I realized that, a lot of people want me to talk about certain things. A lot of people want to see certain things from me, but I have to continuously stay true to what I was coming out here to do anyway. So I appreciate everybody, coming along for the journey. But I can't just be stopping my journey to just do what y'all want me to do. Like, I have to get back to basics here, because the people get you kind of lost in the whirlwinds out there. And I'm not all the way there yet to where I could just literally stop doing what I'm doing to, appease other people, because I'm still in the process of raising myself, which I hope that a lot of us are in the process of raising ourselves, because I had to unlearn a lot of stuff. And I know y'all know what I mean by unlearning a lot of stuff, in which that I still fall into my old ways on, like a lot of us do. That's okay. Me now, I don't beat myself up for it no more. It's just no need to beat yourself up. Life is going to be like, you better learn the game. You better learn the game of life. You better learn life and how to play it, because there's many ways on how to do it. There's according ways on how to do it, and there's ways that you can effectively do it. And I'm just so thankful and I'm so grateful to Source for just sticking with me, not forsaking me, continuously giving me these days, because every day I wake up, I understand that it's giving me another chance to get this mind that I have right now, to stay in this mind that I have right now, content, happy, positive. I accept these seasons for what it is. Whatever happens, I accept it for what it is, because it is what it is. Everything is temporary. Everything in this life is temporary. Even our shell that we care about so much to a certain extent, the matter. This is all matter, right? But the only reason why this matters is because our soul is in it. Our spirit is in it. So therefore it has a purpose. And without fulfilling this purpose, what are we here to do? Once it does that, our soul, our spirit leaves the body. What is this? It's matter, but it no longer matters. What will happen to it? It will deteriorate. So what are we doing? A lot of us are just deteriorating our mind. Our true matter is our mind right now. This is why they always say, like, mind over matter, because that's what's driving all of this physical stuff. You know what I'm saying? The matter here is what's able to help us succeed here on the physical level. But we need to be able to have the balance of the non-physical and the physical in order for us to make this effective change. And I think that I said everything that I wanted to say here in this video. I'm so thankful for the day. I can't stop saying that enough. And the fact that I walked up into that church this morning, just so random, me and Kylie, and like the first thing that sticks out to me, like really, is gratitude is the attitude. I was like, period. I was ready to say period. But I was like, no, I'm pretty sure I cannot be up in here doing all of that. So we just gonna go up and get up out this church. I'm gonna go ahead and do me a little video, because I'm just feeling so good and in the spirit. And I'm just so thankful that I can continuously feel. I'm so thankful that I'm continuously connected to Source, because you wanna know what's so crazy? You wanna know what's so crazy? This relationship that I have with the Most High, baby. My relationship with my higher self, my relationship with myself, the love and the trust and the acceptance. Because those are the three words, if y'all ain't noticed: love, trust, and acceptance that I have for myself, and the relationship that I have with the Most High. What's understood don't need to be explained. So all of the people that is looking for me to explain certain things, I don't be having the words to explain sometimes, because my feels just get me there. And I'm just so thankful. The enemy can't keep me, bro. The enemy can't get me, because I'm not of the enemy. I'm sorry. I'm just not. So, yeah, we gonna fall short sometimes. But guess what? Look at how happy I am today, bro. I could easily be sad. Because why? There's a lot of things happening right now in life. But I have so many reasons to be thankful, bro. I have so many reasons to be feeling in love today, to be feeling joyous. So why waste that time to be feeling anything other than that? Because it's so crazy. And I'm about to be done, y'all, I promise. Because I've just been rambling. But that's because I've been quiet. I have been quiet all weekend, basically. But I've been quiet because I just been paying attention to certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Myself, more than anything, and how I'm responding to stuff. And, my pooch passing, R.I.P. Pooch, I love you so much, fly high. It just opened my eyes to so much stuff. Like, if you know how many days you had left to your existence right now, do you think that you would still be utilizing your time and your energy to spend it the same way that you're using it now? I think about that sometimes. And you want to know what's so crazy? Like, some people think that, it's some, like, crazy adventure that you need to go do in order to feel fulfilled, in order for you to go back to the maker, or to, feel like you were satisfied with your life. And you want to know what I think about? Yeah, there's a lot of adventures that I want. Yeah, there's a lot of things of this material realm that I want, a lot of things that I want to see. I'm not going to ever try to play myself and act like I don't, because there's a lot of beautiful things for me to explore here, and I will do just that. But what's most importantly to me and my energy is my essence. Literally. Y'all don't even understand. respond to things negatively, I automatically feel like I responded to that thing, whatever it is, inappropriately. This weighs on me for I don't know how long. And this is another thing in which I'm working with myself and being more accepting to myself of, to stop beating myself up, in which I ain't really been beating myself up that much. But I have just really been thinking about how I have been moving, and I have been thinking about how fast these years are just flying by. And to close all of this up with life being like a game to me, and as I know how games go, as I know how practices go, I've realized that I've been playing so much. We've been playing a lot, y'all, and it's time to get back to practice. I gotta go to practice. The things in which that helps me to be able to play so much and play so great. Okay, getting my mind back in order, getting my mind strengthened. That's my relationship with myself, because I know how powerful my mind is. If I lack, feeding that every day, then what am I doing? Stuff that don't matter to my matter. Mind over matter. But yeah, you guys, we need to start spending more time practicing, because now that I think about how many days that I may have left, and no, I'm not thinking about it like, oh, I have these many days left. Oh, I feel like I don't have enough time to do. I'm not saying think about it in the sense that it's going to incite fear within you or discouragement or anything of that. I'm just saying I'm looking at it in a sense of encouragement for me. I'm not looking at it like I'm running out of time. I'm looking at it like, okay, yeah, we definitely here on a time, somebody's clock, somebody watching us. We're supposed to be doing something here with our energy. And I've noticed that I've been here this X amount of time. So just by noticing how long I've already been here, noticing the, lifespan of other human beings, noticing, I noticed that I have so much more that I want to do, that I want to do. I have so much more that I want to become. I have so much more evolving to do. So therefore, I need to get to it. I'm going to play the game of life if I'm not practicing well enough in order for me to play the game of life well. So that's what I was doing, y'all. I was sitting back here practicing. I've been at practice, okay? And yes, you guys can come along with me to my practices, because practices is what I'm doing every single day. It's my power hours. It's when I should be out here, you feel me, networking with other people, in which I'm going to get out here and do more, because I'm a little bit more comfortable with my own self. Because, sometimes you don't need to collaborate. Sometimes it's not a time for you to be networking. Sometimes you need that time for yourself. And I recognize this season for that, and I took it for that. So now I'm practicing, and I'm so ready for the new season to emerge, because I have so many new skills to share, to utilize in this game of life. So I really hope that this video was inspiring, encouraging, insightful in some type of way. It was quite long, I know, you guys. It was quite long. And I'm not going to apologize for it, because sometimes I get to talking, because I be talking to myself when I be talking to y'all. So, the stuff just comes together. And like I be saying, sometimes I feel like I be saying everything that I want to say. And sometimes I feel like I don't say everything I want to say. And then when I'm done with the video, I'll be like, I should have said this. And then I'm like, okay, you go ahead and put that in another video, though. And it was just like, life just be happening. Conversations I have with my cousin, conversations I have with people. Just be good conversation, good content. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I could have talked about this with my subscribers, because they would have loved this conversation. But it just happens when spirit is flowing, you guys. And this is what I be saying. I just can't come on here just talk about anything. It needs to make sense to me. It needs to flow. And I just really hope that this fell on the ears that need to fall on. That y'all was able to take something from this video that resonated with you. And what didn't, hopefully you just left it for those that it need to resonate with. Okay? But I'm about to go on about my day. Today is just such a beautiful day. Remember the attitude, y'all. The attitude is gratitude, okay? Keep that on your brain every single day. And I promise you'll just start to look at life a little more lighter. Because it can be just that. Sometimes it gets a little heavy. It gets heavy, yes, we know. But we have to learn and utilize our energy on how to deal with these burdens in a way that we can deal with them appropriately, effectively, in a healthy way. But some people don't know how to utilize this knowledge in a practical way. So this is where the Kiara Shay is here. So one thing I'm going to leave you guys off with is one way I'm able to, get rid of my temporary defeat and get rid of any ill feelings, any negative feelings. And literally when I do this, you guys, I kid you not, literally every time I do this, I feel the literal energy being released from my body, the negative energy being released from my body. This is what I say. I cast a burden onto the Christ within me, and I go free. That's what I say. I cast the burden onto the Christ in within me, and I go free. Say it with me. I cast the burden onto the Christ within me, and I go free. Say it again. I cast the burden onto the Christ within me, and I go free. Now, what does that mean, Kiana? Because we can't just be saying stuff that we don't even know what this means. Well, it means just that. You're casting whatever is being heavy onto your heart, onto the Christ within yourself, which the Christ within me has everything to do with my subconscious, my pineal gland. This is the relationship in which I was able to recognize that I have a relationship between my heart and my mind, in which I do have a great balance of. Sources even confirm this of me. This is the only confirmation I'm seeking. Confirmation from the source and from my spirit through synchronicities. And you want to know what happened? As soon as I cast that burden onto the Christ within me, I go free. I do just this. And this is why they say, you're a child of God, you can't pray and worry. Because what you doing? Your faith is completely dead if you're going to do the work and not even have faith within your work. Praying is the work that you just did because you're hoping. You have hope. You're praying. You have faith that what you're, sending up above, it will be taken care of for you through the laws of correspondence. This is why the laws of nature is so important to know and to comprehend, because this is what we're dealing with, the law of correspondence. I cast the burden of whatever negativity I'm going on with at the time in the day, in the moment, practically, onto the Christ within myself, and I go free. Because I know, eventually, at the right time, in divine timing, Spirit is going to send the way that I need in order for me to do this, in order for me to be free from it. Because that happened to me so many times last week, you guys. I was getting ready to become frustrated with certain things. And I was like, what am I getting frustrated for? Was I allotted this time here on this earth for me to spend my time in frustration? Or was I supposed to realize, okay, I'm frustrated, but I'm so much greater than this. And I realize that source can most definitely see me out of this way. So just as clear and concise as I said that, you clearly, concisely say what it is that you're, dealing with. Your burden was heavy to you. You give it unto the Christ within yourself, and you go free because you know that your answer is coming. Let source manifest for you. This is what's been on my mind. Let source manifest for you guys. But this is it. This is it. This is it for the video. I just sat here and I really hope that you guys really took something from it. I'm so thankful to even have a voice to even share my mind and to share my experiences to where it has gotten to a point to where I have people that actually do support me because we are going through the same things. I have people that I have been able to help. Like, you guys have no idea how it makes me feel to know that, and not even on an egotistical standpoint, to know that I am the reason why most of you are even, to know that I'm the reason why most of you are even being self-aware. Like, that is so amazing to me because I do truly believe in my heart that the greatest gift that you could give anybody is the gift of inspiration. The true gift of inspiration is to have the knowledge of self. Period. So I'm just so thankful for that. And I'm so thankful for all of you guys. Go ahead and have you guys a marvelous day, because that's what I'm about to go do. But that's it for the video, you guys. I really hope that you guys were able to enjoy it and it resonated with you like I said earlier. Give me a thumbs up if it did. Please don't forget to share this. I really feel like this might help some people out today. Check out the description box because I do have some videos on there that I'm sure you guys could also, benefit from. And make sure you guys go ahead and follow me on Snapchat, which is PlushAF, Instagram at the Kiana Lachey, and follow me on Facebook at the Kiana Lachey. And you can add me on the friend as there too. But I know sometimes people try to add me as a friend on there. I don't really accept people's friend requests on there for real because I always had too many friends requests on there. Before, I was getting a lot of friend requests. So just follow me on the Kiana Lachey. It's easier for me to, talk to y'all if that's really what y'all want to do. But yeah. Make sure y'all get y'all questions ready, too, for what would you do on Wednesday, because we will be live and we'll be doing what would you do. So whatever you're going through, you'll bring it to me and you'll be like, Kiana Lachey. So I got this one boy and he all up in my DM, but I know that he dating my homegirl. What should I do? Little stuff like that, even though that was a really minor, situation. Or if it has anything to do with anything that you're dealing with spiritual wise or whatever. whatever. I'm interested to know what it is that you guys are going on in your life because, you know, I be like, y'all know little something what I'm going through, but I mean, like, y'all know everything. But we can get there to a certain point because it could be therapy for us all. But yes, I'll catch y'all in my next video. So, peace. With me knowing better, I should have did better, bro. I didn't have to, like, be frustrated because she wasn't understanding where I was coming from. I understand why she wasn't understanding where I'm coming from. So in that moment, what I was supposed to do was shut up. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's the Candleless Shay, and today is such a marvelous day. Every day is a great day to learn something. Are you ready? Are you open to your lesson? Is the question. And you want to know what's so crazy? Because you always know it's something crazy. My lessons have just been so easily identifiable, and I'm grateful for them. Oh my God, aren't you guys grateful for y'all lessons? Your lessons are within every interaction you're having. Literally, every fucking thing we're doing is literally correlated to the spiritual realm, metaphysics. I know it's deep. I know it's a lot. I know people don't be trying to, think about this too much. And you don't have to think about it too much. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And when you have that knowledge and the comprehension, you can most definitely see that it just is what it is and move accordingly. But as y'all can tell by the title of the video, which the title of the video is just shut up. Just shut up. I need to learn to shut up. A lot of the times I learn, or a lot of the times I talk when I don't need to be talking. The times that I don't need to be talking, I'm talking. The times that I should be talking, I'm not talking. Probably all of the time. But I talk so much, I can't even differentiate when I need to shut up. But it's just so crazy because you know when you need to shut up. So I'm about to just give y'all a little rundown. Today, I'm so open with my life and my experiences. I'm so open even with my lessons and my glories, my blessings, my downfalls. I'm just so open with sharing the experiences, especially, obviously with those that are closest to me because they know me. They're in my life. They're right here. So they see what's happening firsthand. I come here and I share a lot of my experiences, but I'm just doing it in a general sense because it literally, so I could, so you guys could resonate. So basically, I was talking with my cousin today, and me and her bump heads a lot. I'm not going to lie, but, we're both mature enough in our communication styles, and, I don't know, maybe it's just a respect factor that we do listen to one another to a certain extent, but it's just like, today, like what we bumped heads on, like really just bothered me, and I just had some business to go handle, and, it's just so crazy because that was on my mind the whole time. So this is how I know that I didn't deal with something accordingly. I didn't deal with it, or I'm not going to say accordingly because it happened accordingly. I didn't deal with it properly. I didn't deal with it correct. Here's the thing. It's so hard. Oh my God. It's so hard trying to get other people to understand you. So why not just focus on saying what you have to say and just leaving it at that? My whole thing is, I know that it's hard for people to understand me, so I'm gonna exhaust my fucking energy using my language and my words to try to get people to understand, versus just saving my energy and it just is, let it just be what it be, and it just is what it is. Like, if I have a disagreement with somebody, I'm sitting here committed to trying to get you to understand where I'm coming from so that we can come to terms to agree to disagree or have some sort of agreement, because I don't like to just leave off on a disagreement, on a negative sense, or anything that is not going to be able to serve us to help us grow and evolve out of the situation we're facing, not alone, but together. And that's what I face today, because I have been doing like a lot of like reading, like with my forecast for my zodiac sign, like numerology reading, astrology reading. So I've kind of been anticipating some things that's been coming up. And, you know, spirit never fails. This stuff is so real, and how we choose to perceive things is just totally up to us. Our perspective is our responsibility. This is what they're saying with you're responsible for your own salvation. So your comprehension of this knowledge and how you use the knowledge of self in a practical way is your responsibility. I'm just so thankful I have a great understanding of what my purpose is here in this lifetime, in this vessel. And I've shared that plenty of times already. Just getting to know myself and just utilizing my energy in the best ways possible to create reality how I intend, based on the comprehension and the understanding of who I am. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my life wasn't working for me. I wasn't liking it life. I wasn't enjoying my life. And I realized it was because of my belief system and the things that I tried to do in my attempts. They didn't work out for me because of my approaches and, you know, not having belief in myself, not having faith in myself. And not having those things is lacking the knowledge of self, because once you have the knowledge of self, you are now understanding to the fact that you need faith, you need to believe, you need a lot of different things essentially in order for you to create reality physically, successfully, how you seem it to be successful, however you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? So I guess my whole purpose with me just sharing my experiences, and when I talk about things so openly, just unapologetically, I just wish that people could just understand that this is what we should be doing, bro. The understanding, the empathy, the love, the compassion, all of these things come from the positive side, you know, the virtues. And I just feel like you gotta choose, bro. You can't be hot and cold at the same time. Like, you just can't. Like, that shit is not possible. Like, lukewarm is not where it's at all. I just realized that I have a lot of growing to do, and I'm not gonna ever give up on that growing. I have a lot of learning to do. I'm not gonna ever give up on that learning. I'm always in the mood to learn, bro. Always in the mood to learn. I'm even mature enough in my consciousness and where I am mentally right now to even hear you out when you're telling me something I already know. That's crazy. And it's like, people don't ever, like, I'm so committed to understanding. I'm committed to understanding, so therefore I'm starting to see so many things unfold in my life, and it is like a test. So then what I'm doing is I'm attracting so many people that are choosing to be understanding of some things, but they're just choosing to be understanding of some things. So then they're choosing to be conditional. And I just feel like you can't choose to be understanding of certain things, bro. To be understanding is to be understanding, and that's it. Period. That's it. I can't say that I don't understand how people don't accept spirituality when I once was a person that didn't accept spirituality. And I have reasons why I didn't accept spirituality, which I've shared here on my page. So therefore, I'm understanding to those that have a difference in their views and perspectives on religion and on belief systems and on a way of life. I don't hold them or condemn them for having a different belief from me, because I understand it. But they would hold me, or they would condemn me and try to judge me for having a different belief system than them. And it's just like, come on, guys, make it make sense. I'm sorry. I'm always be understanding. Period. It's just some things, like when people be like, I just don't understand. How come if you're doing right, you're doing this, and the third, how come bad things keep happening? Because it just is what it is. And somewhere along the lines, you're subconsciously attracting it. I don't care what nobody say. Period. Somewhere along the lines, you have some anxiety, some depression, you have some anger, you have something going on to where you're attracting things that's just not working for you. And then within you, you're not willing to face these things of your shadow that is attracting things of you. And I got so frustrated with, I didn't get so frustrated, I'm saying like that. But, a little part of our conversation, I did get a little frustrated to the point where I was like, why aren't you understanding where I'm coming from right now? But then I had to remember, like, I was once in that position to not be understanding to certain things. And it's because in that moment, whoever I was talking to, whatever information I was trying to learn, whatever the case may have been, I was committed to not understanding it. And it's just that damn simple. Because the moment you don't say, okay, I'm going to take my time to understand what they're saying, is the moment that you've committed yourself to not understanding. And you don't have to say it out loud. It's just this, thing that you're just saying to yourself inside. Let me really figure out what this person is talking about. Let me really figure out how this can resonate with me. You know what I'm saying? And when you're doing those things and you're having those conversations with yourself, I feel like in a lot of ways, it will most definitely be presented to you because you're taking the time to open up your mouth and to ask for something that you believe that you're more than, you're more than capable of receiving. And understanding is definitely free as hell, and you can get some if you want some. But the reason why the video is called Shut Up is because within our conversation, with me knowing better, I should have did better, bro. I didn't have to be frustrated because she wasn't understanding where I was coming from. I understand why she wasn't understanding where I'm coming from. So in that moment, what I was supposed to do was shut up. I was supposed to keep my energy to myself because I understand what it is. And then if I'm having a conversation with somebody that don't understand me, bro, it's what it is. I've exhausted enough options here to get you to understand where I'm at or where I'm coming from, because we've talked about these things I don't know how many times. But if you're not understanding, then you got to do a little bit more work on your end. And I can't be draining myself trying to get people to understand me. And this is what was so great for me to just kind of practice a little detachment and letting go with some of the relationships in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like people that just did not want to understand me from where I was coming from. So therefore, yeah, they didn't know how to handle the situation. They didn't know how to react towards me and just make stuff fluent and just a good flow. And I think it's all stemmed around the fact that nobody wants to spend that time to actually gain the skill of understanding. Nobody wants to spend the time to gain the skill of empathy. Nobody wants to spend the time to gain the skill of compassion because it's just so easy to not be understanding. It's just so easy to only be for self. It's just so easy to be negative is what I'm getting at. In order to be positive, you got to perpetuate that. Otherwise, you know what it is. And an idle mind isn't good. Every day, you guys, I am choosing to be optimistic to the point to where it's just kind of like natural. It's a second nature now. Don't get me wrong. She comes to my way and I think another way, but then I'm real quick to get that together. I'm optimistic, I'm loving, I'm understanding, I'm empathetic. I fall short sometimes, but guess what? I love on myself in those times and I say that it's okay. And I get back up and I keep going because I understand. But that's all I can do. That's literally all I can do, bro, is to be authentically myself unapologetically. And that's all that I encourage all of you to do. And that's all I encourage anybody that's around me, especially that's real close to me, that I'm sharing energy with, to do. Because then it makes it so much easier for me to create my reality. It makes me it's so much easier for me to, literally be open with people and exchange these experiences and these memories with one another as we should. Instead of, looking back on our shoulder like, is you trying to do something to me? Or is you da-da-da-da? You feel me? Like, no, bro, we should just be able to, obviously, yes, keep ourselves protected and guarded to a certain extent. Yes, I'm not saying just be all out here just ready to just get hurt and all of this stuff. But when you're understanding of yourself, you know how to use your discernment. A lot of the times we are just going to ignore certain things because we want the pleasure and the instant gratification in the moment. And then we have to, answer for that later. I understand, bro. I say this every single day. And it's just so crazy how our thoughts become things and our words become things. Because when I was sitting here with my client today, because, bro, like, the type of relationships that I want, not even just with the people in my life, but like my business relationships, like all relationships, I want to be good, bro. Like, I don't want to have to feel like I have to act a certain way over here and not over here. Like, I'm me everywhere I'm at, bro. And I'm always finding the lesson wherever I'm at or whoever I'm with because I'm so understanding. I choose to be understanding. And I love it, bro. I'm so excited to see how far I get with just reaching so many people and helping people just like open up their mind and their mental capacity and reach these different levels of consciousness that's of us, because it's in all of us. And enrich our damn lives, enrich our energy. That's so exciting to me right now. That has been my main focus for the past year. And then you know what? Having this knowledge and like literally just spending the time that I spend myself every day is becoming stronger. It really is. And it just kind of makes life just feel even a little bit more easier to live. Because you just have like this understanding of what's going on when you open up your eyes and you're living. And it's just like life to me is a lot bigger than the third dimension to a certain extent. But I also still enjoy life a lot here because I have a lot of fun here. But I have so much stuff that I want to do, and I understand that my mind is the only way I'm going to do all of those things, bro. And I have to keep it in the state in which I've been having it in. And I'm so thankful, for everything, the good and the bad. I'm so thankful. Because then you could open your eyes and you could see just like this, how gratitude, compassion, understanding, love, thanks, these things of the fifth dimension serves you. When you're focused on the things above, all of this stuff down here on the third dimension, of course you're going to notice it. But it's just going to be a little easier for you to deal with these things because you know there's something greater and bigger that you're a part of. And that is literally always looking out for you. Literally. The moment you start to, stop acknowledging it is the moment that you decide that you don't want to be a part of this thing that's way bigger than what you're already doing. You know what I'm saying? I think it's because I have so many conversations with a lot of people that don't have the level of understanding that I have about life and the approach of it. So it just makes it just so hard for them to just they're like, what are you talking about, Kiana? You gotta have lines and boundaries and rules set into place. And I agree. But why rob yourself out of a good life and out of a good time and having fun, happiness, really just enjoying? Why rob yourself out of that? Because you're worrying, because you choose not to understand, because you don't want to become empathetic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, keep your guard up. But why? Why keep it up so much? If you keep your guard up so much all your life, you got a whole bunch of people around you that don't need to be around you. And it definitely starts within. So if that's how you feel, then you need to start adjusting some things within yourself and figure out why is it that you are just so cold-hearted? Why is it that you just cannot open yourself up to be understanding? Because if you can't open yourself up to do that, then how will you open yourself up to receive the blessings that are waiting to rain down on you? I know I have something in common with all of y'all, and that is we want the best that life can offer. We really do. That may be different for me. That may be different from you. Like, what is the best? You know what I'm saying? The success. What is it? It's different meanings for us all. But at the end of the day, that's what we all want. The best, success, happiness, joy. You want to enjoy your life here. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you're creating the reality for you to do that. And it starts in your mind. It starts with becoming understanding of who you've been all of this time, understanding of who you want to become, and understanding of the skills that you need to acquire for you to become that person. And it all starts with understanding. And I understand right now is a good time for me to shut up. So I'll catch y'all in my next video. Peace. Okay, so it is going live now. No, you're fine. Hi, good morning. Okay, this is a very in the moment, spontaneous type video because it was just so much happening this morning, and I just kind of wanted to just talk about faith a little bit because this is on the spirit. There's just hello, sprinkle of light. How are you doing today? I want to talk about faith because this is one of those great areas right now in life, at least for me and for some of the people that are in my life. So this is why I'm coming out here talking about this. Hi, you guys. Good morning. It's such a marvelous day. We've been up for hours and we've just been talking. And it is so important for us to keep our minds positive, content in these moments, in the gray areas. And what I mean by the gray areas, it's just how some people feel like life is just going by so fast and we feel like we have to be doing something just so grand every single day, other than just smelling the roses and just appreciating life for what it is and being thankful for the things that we already have. This is what's happening for me right now. In the gray moments, I'm just like trying to stay thankful. I'm not even gonna say trying. I'm just staying thankful in these moments right now, aware, staying open to all of the possible opportunities to continuously bring me more joy and happiness. Because this the reason why we're here? Because this is what I keep trying to get my focus back on within my consciousness. Because I even talked about how I kind of was drifting off a little bit because I wasn't doing all of the things that I was doing previously when I was doing this practice of this game of life. I was doing a lot of affirmations every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a routine to get me to where I am to have this recognition within my relationship with my own self. But when I feel like I got comfortable with this relationship with myself, I stopped doing those things. I stopped doing the practices. And this is kind of like how we be feeling when we get in relationships with other people. You be like, bro, how come you did all of this stuff to get me, and then you're not doing it no more? Like what's going on here? I don't know if it's because we get super comfortable, and I think it has a lot to do with comfortability because we're not staying in the correct attitude of gratitude. I talked about how gratitude is attitude the other day. And the reason why all of this stuff is so important to me right now is because I have been doing just, some minor like shadow work on top of just getting back in tune with my inner world, because I realize all of the stuff that's happening externally is a mere reflection of what I'm dealing with in here. It's facts. You're to fear the Most High and keep the commandments and live. Whatever. I'm to fear nothing. So I just read the wrong comment right there. That's all that was. But good morning, guys. I'm just reading some comments here. So have faith. And I know that it's so easy said than done. But when you are constantly reminding yourself of your purpose and you have intention, and when you're creating every day, I think that it will just make sense and it will just click. Like for me, most of the times, like some of the stuff that would anger me, and in which ways I would react completely inappropriately, in which I still have to grow a lot. Like that's fine. I accept myself. I love myself. And I trust myself. So when I fall short, like that's fine. It means that I need to do some more. Where do you think faith comes from? That's a really great question. I think faith comes from the realization of the relationship you have with the God within you. To be honest with you, when you have the knowledge of self, you'll have faith. Because what's fear? Fear is inverted faith. And the reason why I was able to find faith is because I was so fearful most of my life, basically. I faced so many challenges most of my life. I realized in a lot of the challenges I was facing, I was just responding to these things wrong. And then I do these things still now. So then when it would happen, it's kind of like a reality check right then and there within itself. Yes, I believe in punishment. But I believe that we are like our own punishers. Like I believe like we're our own worst enemy. We're our own whatever you want it to be. Like you're your own guru and you're keeping your faith. And to keep faith, I believe that you have to stay optimistic. I believe you need to keep your mind open. I believe that you need to be able to receive, yes, in order to be faithful. Because if you're not being in faith and you're not faithful, then you're the opposite of that. It is a yang. Like you can't be both. You feel me? This is why they say when you pray, you're not supposed to worry. You can't be a child of God and be worrying. Because if you're gonna give your problems above, then you focus on the things above. So therefore, you don't have no choice but to have your mind focus on the things of the fifth dimension, which is positivity, contentment. What? Not fear. Not how you're gonna do this, and that. Because then you're not having your faith in the Most High. You're not acknowledging Source and all that you're doing. And this is where I messed up so bad because I wasn't acknowledging Source and everything that I was doing. But as soon as I started to acknowledge Source and everything that I'm doing, it's literally like a light has just been like shined all over it. Like where you start to lose your sight, you will start to see again. Where you feel that you can't feel no more, you'll start to feel again. More gratitude, for sure. I'm just so thankful for the day, and I just wanted to come on here and just share some positive light, some encouragement, that no matter what you're going through right now in your current circumstance, it's not going to last. And I think we know already proved this to ourselves with just living our life. All of the good things that's come our way, what's happened? Did it ever last forever? And part of your life, that season in your life, the bad things that's come your way. Has these things ever lasted forever? No. Things eventually always change. It just depends on how you choose to react. I don't know, guys. I really love my life. I do. I really love the relationship that I was able to form with myself because I didn't know that it was something that you could have. And it's so crazy because we undermine our relationships a lot and we don't understand, like, unconsciously, a lot of the battles that we're fighting alone because we're not even acknowledging source in all things that we're doing. And then it's just like, we could most definitely prevail and overcome these things if we give ourselves a chance to be able to see our way through these dark times or see our ways through these gray moments. Because even still, like the gray moments, what is really happening here other than the fact that you're literally allotted time to smell roses? You're literally allotted the time to just, give yourself a little self-care. Heighten your faith a little bit more. Work on yourself. Build your relationship more. You know what I'm saying? Everything's not always going to be like go, 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 go. Like, I know we always trying to be on go all the time. But if we're on go all the time, we don't have time to smell the roses. We don't have time to actually appreciate the process because there's beauty in the process. We just want to take the E-way everywhere. Instant gratification. But I'm so thankful for this time and this season of my life right now to be able to just kind of pump my brakes a little bit, to just observe how I am responding to things and just accept it for that. Literally. Just being accepting. I talked about this when I was just talking about the shadow side. I talked about shadow work the other day. And shadow work is important to me right now because I realize that this is something that you're going to have to do continuously. Hi, Robin. It's something we're going to have to do continuously because we're always like looking at other people to judge them. Or really we're judging ourselves because we're beating ourselves up for things that we haven't accomplished yet. Or things that we haven't mustered the faith or the courage or the confidence to do yet. But you got it in you. You're just not ready to face the part of you that is just so, quick and so easy to, be procrastinating, being lazy, just being comfortable in the situation you're in right now. But as we know, everything's temporary. Everything changes based on our actions. I don't beat myself up when I fall short. Well, I do. I'm saying it like this because this is something I'm manifesting right now. I'm trying to beat myself up for when I fall short because it's just a part of life. But we're just always so quick to just run with what we've been taught so far. Life society tells us that we're supposed to be perfect, and they give us literally the most imperfect structure on how to be a human being, and they tell us to go do it. And it's just like, okay, we followed your blueprint, we followed your way, so you need to follow your way now. Unlearn the stuff that you learned, because what are you going to lose other than a bunch of methods that don't work for you? That's what I've been doing. So then when people look at me and then they see that I'm just unlearning a bunch of ways that work for me, they're looking at me like, oh, what are you doing with your life? You're not doing it the right way. You're not supposed to do this. You're supposed to talk about stuff that doesn't even matter to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, bro. I'm going to go ahead and pump my brakes, and I'm going to do what's making me happy right now. My goal every day is to smile. My goal is to find something to be thankful for. My goal every day is to laugh. My goal is to keep my mind content and positive. And when I do that, and when that's my intention, and when that's my focus, I have my day. I meet people that you feel me? Because I'm out and about. I'm not in the house, just in my own thoughts, in my own head, holding myself back from opportunities because I'm fearful. Because at the end of the day, if you have faith, you will be able to just continuously move with life. You'll be able to continuously move with the flow of life and not resist. Because when you're resisting, what you're doing is just opening the way for more resisting, for more things of that energy, more things of that vibration. This is exactly what happened to me when I was falling short, these past couple of weeks. I'm so real enough to even say, you know what? I got this YouTube channel here. I'll be talking about, and you want to know what? People want me to be this positive thing on here all day, and every day I'm not feeling like it. And that's just real. So what am I supposed to do? Now I'm supposed to cater to everybody else because I'm not feeling it, so I have to fake the funk? No, I have to be true to me, true to my journey, because at the end of the day, I'm living for me, and I have to continuously enrich my energy so I'm able to navigate after this place. And this is my main focus too. Every day that I wake up, I don't have anxiety how I used to have anxiety. Like sometimes I'll wake up and I'll have no idea what the hell I was going to do with my day. But now when I wake up, I'm so excited to wake up because I have the freedom to literally, like catch opportunities in my day. Like me and my cousin, like I swear, like before we even go anywhere, I'm like, I wonder what adventure is about to come our way today. Because we be going on adventures, period. Every day is a good day if you allow it to be. And I'm just thankful that I have faith. I'm thankful that no matter what shenanigans come my way, no matter what negativity comes my way, I can still wake up and say, my goal today is to laugh, is to be happy, to get out here, get outside, get some opportunities, talk to some people, network. This has like been my focus lately. And I've noticed the difference in my mood, period. I know that happens first before I start to see the matches externally. And I know this because I have been trying to see something for like the past year. And I've definitely proved myself right on a lot of things. It's like the laws of nature. This universe is most definitely here to serve us. And we don't take advantage of it because we just lack the comprehension and we just lack the knowledge sometimes because we're programmed to not know these things. We're programmed to stay depressed half the time. Because as long as we're not having faith, we're not creating our reality the way that we want to. Don't get me wrong, guys. I have like so many goals, so many aspirations for myself. Right now, it's just a great moment for me. And I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly okay with that. I'm not going to sit on here and act like, I'm bigger than something that I'm not able to, fathom right now. I'm not going to sit up here and try to act like I'm doing everything right. But I'm trying to. My intention is to be doing things correct and accordingly to my life. I ain't got all the answers, okay? I don't act like I have all the answers. But what I do is I seek the opportunity. I seek the lesson. I do not speak that. What is this? Girl, what is this? This Spanish? French? I don't speak whatever you Russian or something. What is this? That's like Spanish. Or maybe they don't know how to say it. Please don't buy wings because sorry. French. I want to learn a different language. I most definitely learn a different language. I've actually been brushing up on some of my Espanol for like the past couple of weeks actually. It was like one of my little task things I was doing in my phone. Like every couple of hours, I would just run through a couple of lessons and stuff. Because I had an A+ in honors Spanish, but I feel like you can't really learn a language unless you're learning it from somebody that's a native of the language and they speak it fluently. Because my Spanish teacher was from America, so I'm like, girl, you don't even know the slang. I need to know the slang. I need to know everything. But yeah, that's what I'm working on right now too, becoming fluent in Spanish. That's one of my little goals. But yeah, you guys, I'm so excited today. Just know that today is just gonna be a beautiful day. Do I have any mantras that I say in the morning? Not really. I should probably have like a set mantra, but I don't. I'm just so like still freely like real with source because you wanna know what's so crazy, y'all? I'm gonna just keep it real. I didn't know how to talk to God. I thought that you were supposed to like say certain things, hold your hands a certain way, be on your knees. In a lot of ways, humble yourself and getting on your knees is the reason why people go to their knees in order to pray and to talk to God because you're humbling yourself. But who you're humbling yourself to is your higher self. This is the power that's really within you and what you're doing in this moment and just take time out to connect with source. You're connecting with the spiritual realm. You're connecting with the law of nature. Correspondence, basically, you're just given that time. So I never knew what to say, bro. Like, I feel like I would bite my tongue half of the time. Like, I'm trying to use, like, the right vocabulary to say the right things. But really, it's just all about your feelings. It's all about your feelings, guys. Your intentions, everything. God knows your intention. Yes, speak it clear and concise what it is that you want. Make it plain. Like, when I'm dealing with certain things, like, I don't know why I would be trying to leave out the details when I was praying to God, as if God didn't know that I was dealing with these things. But I would just make it clear and concise. I would just say it. And then when you're saying what you're dealing with, it's kind of like you're letting something go also. You feel like the shift. It's like you're literally just giving it to God and just letting it take care of you. And if this is your belief, then you just got to believe that. And you just got to go on with your day. That's why I love saying, I cast the burden onto the Christ within me, and I go free. I won't say that every day, but I definitely say that whenever I feel that I'm being faced with temporary defeat, and I need to be able to be, to see good out of the situation. It's crazy. When you ask, you receive. It really is. Right now, there's a lot of stuff in the works right now. A lot of things that would make the previous Kiana just so fragile and nervous and anxious and fearful. Everything that's not of faith. And I'm just so thankful that I've done all of the inner work that I've done. And I was able to celebrate it. Because a lot of ways, I don't even give myself the credit that I should give myself. I don't. And we most definitely have to do that. Because when you're not, you're undermining your work. I have faith in the things that I do. So therefore, I'm going to rejoice. I'm going to give my glory because this is what I expect. And that just is what it is. What do you think about marijuana as an individual substance? Like, what do you mean? Like, marijuana is already it. I think the marijuana is great. Honestly, I do. I think just like with everything in life, things, can be tainted. You just have to use your discernment, and it's good. But you're so blessed. All your dreams and goals will manifest because you're blessed. Thank you, Andre. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I am a little tired. Like, I have not had no sleep, but I'm still thankful. You're beautiful, but when I look at you, I see that you are hungry for answers. But I will have what need. Thank you, EC. I'm always hungry for some answers. And you want to know what's so great about finding answers out of the Bible now for me? Because, of course, we're souls. We're human beings with souls and spirits, a lot of us. Not a lot of us have souls and spirits, but a lot of us do. And I would find a lot of my answers out of the Bible. Now that I have the knowledge of self and I know how to use discernment, because I'm not going to lie. A lot of the times, the Bible left me with more answers that had me even more confused about life. But because I was able to be patient with myself, unconsciously, I didn't always be patient with myself. It came to me when it came to me. The dark night of my soul came, pushed me up against the wall, and I had to do the work so that I could understand this stuff. And right now in my life, even with me talking about my spiritual journey, where I am right now, it's just kind of like I'm still figuring this out. I'm still figuring out practically how to move in my everyday life because I most definitely have experienced the shift since I realized that I was having a spiritual awakening. I know better now, so it's like when I don't do better, it's just like I have more of enough reason to beat myself up, but because I know that that's not what we should do, it's just like I just have the experience, and I know that I should not be doing these things. So every time I do the things I know that I shouldn't do, it's just like, okay, girl, how much more time do you want to keep wasting here? Because you're getting the same lesson over and over again. Hi, Nikki. How are you, girl? We just talk about faith today, okay? For everybody that came in, keeping the faith in the gray moments because we all have stuff in life that we want to get. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about y'all, but there's a lot of ways in which that we go about living our lives the same and differently at the same time. And you want to know what's so crazy? Like, a lot of the time, what be like the problem for real, it be either money or it be like the lack of knowledge of self. It'd be so crazy. And how all of this stuff works hand in hand, how you see the agendas loud and clear once you have the knowledge of self and use your discernment, but then you still play into these things because you're still a part of this dimension, and it's so hard not to. Like, it's so hard not to. I'm not gonna lie, my intention is not to become like some guru, Buddha, or something like that. My intention is to master balance and harmony so that I understand that the intention is all through my energy. Whether I say these things or not, it's my energy that's speaking and communicating with the universe. So the reason why we're talking about faith today is because the gray moments is what be our greatest test more than anything. Especially when we're pressed up against the wall and it's like more of like the negative force that's doing it. Because then your character is being tested. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you willing to do for love? What are you willing to do for money? What are you willing to do for happiness? What are you willing to do for peace? What are you willing to do for success? It's just like we're being tested. A lot of the ways I failed, I ain't gonna say I failed the test. I'm not. But if it was the same test that I'm taking now in life that I'm hit to, then yeah, I would have been failing the test. Because I want to do things righteously. I ain't been doing a lot of stuff righteously on the way, and I think I've been quite honest about my journey. I don't see no reason why there's a need to lie, fabricate, try to cover stuff up. If you did some messed up stuff in your past, bro, it just is what it is. Hopefully you're just utilizing the knowledge of things that you used to do, the person you used to be, on how you should be now, and how you should deal with other people, because you will most definitely identify pieces of yourself to other people. So then you'll know if this is a good business deal or if this is a bad business deal. Are these people gonna F me over? Like, you'll know, bro. And right now, I feel like because I have such a big heart, I have been F over so much lately, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. And it just happens to the best of us because you just be wanting to just help people, because you understand that when you got it, you should just help people. In a lot of ways, you gotta help yourself. And there's nothing selfish about you keeping stuff for yourself and you worried about yourself. Because at the end of the day, all of these people that's F me over, all the people that's gonna F you over, all the people that's F you over, what are they doing? They're Fing you over because they're looking out for self. They're trying to benefit themselves. You see yourself in them for sure. For sure. And this is why I feel like I'm just so comfortable just being open and authentic, because it's just like everybody always be trying to lie, bro. Everybody always trying to act like something they not. Like, why can't you just be who you are? Like, I know that me being who I am, I come with the positive and I come with the negative. I'm not too proud about, a lot of the negative things, but I ain't gonna lie. A lot of the times the negative side helps me and aids me in a lot of things, because my positive side is just a little over feminine. I let you run me over. And I don't like doing that. So I have to find the balance. And with me doing that, I be losing myself in the gray areas. I don't want to keep losing myself in the gray areas, bro. So, yeah. I said all of this stuff just to say, guys, it's okay. When we fall short, it's okay. When stuff happens, it's just, what are you going to do about it? How you going to react? Who do you see yourself becoming? Who's the ultimate you? What would they tell you to do? What advice would they give you right now? You want to know what I love? Because mirror gazing is something that I need to start getting back into the practice of doing, because mirror gazing is something that most definitely was a great, quick, direct route to the relationship I was able to find for myself. Disregarding the negative things that people have to say about certain things when you're connecting with your spiritual self, because that's what society is always going to do. They're always going to try to demonize parts of us so that we're continuously suppressing parts of us and we're putting off parts of us. What are you doing when you're doing that? You're inciting fear. You're not being faithful. You have to have faith. Faith requires love and acceptance. He said, I'm so ugly, I'll crack the mirrors. You are so crazy. You guys, never mind the train. The train. Do you have any upcoming tattoos? You want to know what's so crazy? It's funny that you asked me that, because I was supposed to have a whole sleeve by now. But clearly, that's not what I'm supposed to have right now. So I'm good with that. What's up, young prophet? How are you this morning. But yeah, you guys, I have so many tattoos that I want to get done. I actually have a couple I drew for myself. I want a couple more designs that I want to draw. But yeah, I'm enjoying these free moments right now. Outlets serving me. But yeah, face tat? I don't know. I don't see why I would need a face tat. Most of my tattoos that I would get, I wanted to get in like discreet places to where people couldn't tell I had a tattoo. But then again, I was 16 getting tattoos. So the reason why I had them in discreet places is because I didn't want my parents to know that I had tattoos. But my tattoos still look good though. All of these years later, I just have not got tattoos. Would you get a guy named tatted on your neck? No. I would not get a guy's name tatted on me, period. At all. Like, what am I gonna get somebody's name tatted on me for? Did I forget their name? Like, no. I don't need to get your name tatted on me. Buddhism is inside the umbrella of spirituality. Oh my gosh. Duh. Buddhism is not under the umbrella. No, it's not. This is a whole nother life. Hey guys, if y'all are still in my live, I apologize. I don't know what had happened. I got kicked off of it, and I was just trying to continue it. Because all of the comments will be here. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy hearing that right here with me right here. You is silly. I don't know. I like going live with y'all. So hi. You should get 777 on your face. Young Prophet, I'm not about to play with you today because you be coming up in the lives with this crazy stuff. Anybody about to get nothing on my face. Okay. Most I would draw on my face is some lines to get these eyebrows to pop in. Okay. Some mascara, like makeup. That's it. Basically, where the live cut off is where somebody was saying like Buddhism is like under the umbrella of spirituality, and I was just basically saying all of these religions are under spirituality because you can't have religion without spirituality. What they trying to teach you? And who taught that? And then somebody told me that that's a false doctrine because there's only one Most High. In which they're so right, because they're right. There is only one Most High. So I guess it's all about just taking the truths from all of the different like religions and just trying to figure out like how this stuff makes sense for you and just live life according to that. Because we gotta believe in something in order to create our reality, right? If you don't believe that, you know, there's nothing to life after life, then you really probably don't give how you live your life. Do you like astrology? Yes, I do. Astrology is something that I have been teaching myself. Something I've been trying to teach myself, but something that it resonates with me so much because ever since I was a kid, I just always liked looking at the sky. I just love looking at the stars. I would love looking at the moon. So yeah, it made sense once I started to get into it. But yeah, when I did my reading the other day, it was my astrology reading. My hair is so weird. It was an astrology reading. Astrology readings because like even with like my tarot practices, I kind of learned, you know, tarot and astrology and stuff like this because this is definitely a service in which I want to be able to provide for people. Because I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I really am gifted, and so I don't want to just dive into something just trying to do it. Like I want to make sure that it's gonna be helpful. But when I do like my tarot practices, I don't ever like read tarot for myself. Like whenever I read it, I will always read it like maybe like for my cousin or like for the message of like people that need the message. But it's never for myself. But obviously my astrology reading, that stuff is so real, like you cannot make this up. And this is why they say it was written in the stars. Because have y'all looked up y'all's natal chart yet? I think I've been trying to do my cousins for like a week now. I have been trying to do yours, and you have not been trying to get it done. Your natal chart. your astrology reading, they say my cards always surprise me how accurate they are. Okay, period. The spirit don't be playing. You just can't make this stuff up. It's literally like when you're connecting with tarot cards and you're doing like astrology readings. Like you're literally the living word. Like at this point, we're most definitely observing the execution of the law of correspondence. No lie. With manifestations, with all of that stuff. Like, because I did my astrology reading, and I'm not gonna lie, I understand why a lot of people don't want to do it because they anticipate the challenges more than anything. Because if you saw that it was written in the stars for you that you were gonna have all this fortune, all this wealth, all this happiness and health, you would be happy as hell to check your natal chart every day. Like, what fortunes is coming my way today, God? But a lot of us don't want to do it because we'll see challenges and we'll see growth and we'll just be, oh my gosh, I don't want to grow. I don't want to be challenged. But we need that to grow. It's a part of life. So yeah, I foresaw the challenges of this week and what was coming up because my reading told me this. And I'm just so proud of myself for how I've been reacting to things. And I'm just so proud of myself for how I was able to bounce back. Because I have faith. That's all it comes down to every day. I have faith. Yes, ma'am. And yes, sir. If you don't have some, go get you some. I highly suggest you go get you some. But you know, you guys, I want to talk y'all's head off this morning. It's early. I just wanted to get this message off there today. It fell on every ear that it was supposed to fall on, and I'm just so thankful for that. I'm so thankful for that. Inspiration, encouragement, and motivation is so important to the human being. So important to the soul. So important to the spirit. Whatever you believe in, that's fine. You ain't gotta believe in what I believe in. But at the end of the day, what I do know, because I ain't got all the answers, and I don't know everything. But what I do know is that we are energy, and I know that we must have faith, period. I did. Used to do gymnastics. Simply in the self. I'm just super excited, too, about this new wave of, like, what's happening even with the human consciousness. There's so many people waking up. There's so many people talking more about their experiences. And all that I hope for, and, people speaking about their experiences and, being more open and authentic about their spirituality, all that I hope for is just true authenticity. That's all that I hope for. All that I hope for is people really, like, being an example and showing the living word. We're all that. But, some of us turn on this camera and we try to act like we're just all holy and we're just all God and we're just all positive and we're just all this. And it's just like, no, bro. I hope that we are able to see all of it because that's what we're all going to experience individually. We're going to experience all of it. Not one of us is going to just experience all positivity or all negativity. We're going to experience both. That's just how it works. That's just how it's written. We don't get to choose to rewrite that part. We just got to act accordingly. I never felt comfortable in churches. Neither did I. Embrace your shadow and learn from me. But a lot of people don't know what it means to embrace your shadow and learn from it because they got a fake mask on. That's so true. I'm gonna give you guys an example of facing your shadow side, accepting it, learning from it, letting go, and moving on. And as I just said all of that, it was like a reel of memories and events that happened in my life. A bunch of them in which have become patterns, in which obviously I'm not so proud of to be having the same patterns, but it just is what it is. So I have like this strange relationship with money. I do. And I've realized it. It used to be a love-hate relationship, then it turned into a hate relationship, and then it turned back into a love-hate relationship, turned into all love, and then now it's just kind of, I'm just like, about it. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So here's the thing with me. I will always feel like I will have money, but I will always try to hold on to it, right? So like, if it was granting me a good time, yeah, I'm going to spend that, period, because I'm going to look for a good time. But in that moment, I would not be thinking about the rainy days, because rainy days are most definitely going gonna come. Not. Whatever you're on, you have got to realize that everything is temporary and nothing lasts forever. So what I'm doing right now is most definitely going to jeopardize my future. Am I investing or am I just splurging? A lot of the times I will splurge my money off, honey. I'm having me a good time. I'm not investing. I would not invest my money. So then I would create this strange love-hate relationship with money. So whenever I get it, of course I would be really happy, spending. Of course, I have friends at the time, people would be messing with you, and then it kind of gives you like this false value of yourself and like this false, I don't know the word I'm looking for, confidence in yourself, this false faith, all this false stuff. Because the only reason why you feel the happiness, the only reason why you feel what you're feeling is because this money just came in and make you feel like this. But as soon as it goes, what you feel like? I would feel sad. I would feel like I wasn't worthy to hang out with people. I would feel like I didn't want to like take stuff from other people. It was just weird all in all. But I feel like once I started to actually like say these things, it started to get better for me. Just look at it different. I'm not gonna lie, I still struggle with the whole splurging thing till this day. But I have a business now, the KM Beauty, I'm so proud of. But in a lot of ways, you guys, like, I have just been trying to see stuff. And I wanted to get this off the ground for so long. And then I kept looking at, like, bro, I keep running through money for everything else. I really need to, like, invest this into what I keep saying I need to invest this into. So I started playing little investments into getting my business started. Just little investments, here and there. But I'm not putting all my energy there. This is why I keep saying, like, you need to put all your energies into one basket because this is who you're becoming. I'm making impressions on my subconscious mind when I'm coming up on money and I'm splurging it and I'm not investing it. So of course my relationship with money would be in the ways that it was because I wasn't maintaining a healthy relationship. I need balance. So this is all that I'd be trying to show. When I come out here and I talk about my experience, it's both. And then yes, maybe I should just present it in a more light and positive way. But it just be what it is sometimes, you guys. And it just is what it is. So most definitely accept, and I'm so thankful for all of those that accept the real in both sides of me because you're definitely gonna get that here. And I'm just thankful and I'm so excited for this journey. I'm so thankful to have faith. And I just really hope that this video was helpful, insightful, encouraging, motivating. Y'all already know. I hope the videos when y'all watching me that y'all are able to grab some sort of higher perspective, different perspective, something helpful to you and your energy. Because this is what Candle Lachey is here to do. But your girl has got to go because I've been out here long enough and I have to go get my day started, okay? But I love doing live with y'all, I do. So I'll catch y'all later. Have a marvelous, marvelous day. And make sure you keep the faith, okay? Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. It's Candle Lachey. You guys, now I have been getting a lot of questions and a lot of comments. And a lot of things really stuck out to me because a bunch of you wanted more information in regards to my thoughts on religion. Now, when I started my spiritual journey, you guys, y'all have seen this book already once because this is the journal I went to get when I started my spiritual journey. You don't have a journal yet, go get you a journal, a notebook, whatever. You're going to need this because you're going to be needing to get all your downloads out because you're going to be getting a lot of information downloaded to you, okay? So, y'all, it gave me chills reading this because I was reading a young man's comment and he wanted to know my thoughts on this. A lot of people want to know my thoughts on this. And I jotted my thoughts on this down earlier on in my spirituality, or not my spirituality, early on in my awakening and early on in this journey that I, so found. But I've always been on this journey. But y'all know what I mean. So I basically want to go over this with y'all because there's no way that I'm going to be able to just tell you everything that I am thinking. Like, I can play off of it, but this right here gave me chills reading because, y'all, it applies to me still to this day. What I wrote then is perfectly where I am now, if that makes sense. Okay, so religion versus
spirituality. Now, I started my knowledge back in ancient Kemet because if you take things back to where things started, you're going to find yourself there. Okay? Now, one thing I was able to realize is that religion and spirituality is two different things, but you can't have one without the other. Just like a lot of things in our universe that we live in. You can't have religion without spirituality. Religion is stemmed from spirituality. But my thoughts and my reasoning is religion doesn't teach you how to think. It tells you what to think. So that is very true because when you're reading in the good book, there's a lot of fear that, is in between those lines, you guys. When you are awakened and you have you are spiritual, you're gonna be able to read things and identify things for what they truly are. So when I read the Bible now, I'm not reading the Bible the same way I was reading the Bible back when I was a Christian. When I read the Bible now, I can read in between the lines and I know what it's talking about. A lot of people, especially Christians, like to come on here and leave a lot of scriptures. And in the scriptures, they're trying to condemn me for my spirituality. But what they're failing to realize is that I can read in between those lines. So what they are is just afraid of this. But there's no reason to be afraid of spirituality because, like I said, you can't have your religion without it. Now, Christianity was a tool that was used and spread to maintain white supremacy. Now, whether you believe that or not, that is just a fact, you guys. And this even goes all the way back to the history of how, Africa and Egypt, ancient Kemet, was, invaded and how they were able to indoctrinate our people with this newfound religion when we were people of spirituality. And this is stuff that you can find for yourself, you guys. Now, this is going to get deep. Okay, so like what I said, religion to me is, it doesn't teach you how to think, it tells you what to think. Versus spirituality, right? Spirituality teaches you how to think. It teaches you how to be a being. It teaches you what you are. It teaches you what you believe in. Here is my definition of spirituality. Spirituality is all of metaphysics. Metaphysics, y'all. It consists of everything that makes you who you are without being physical and or tangible. So all of the things that make me up to be what I am without you guys being able to touch it or feel it or take it from me. You know what I'm saying? Like my energy and like the chakras that we cannot see with our eyes, like our aura. Like these things make us up to be what we are, our vibrations. You know what I'm saying? That's why when scientists can look at things through a scope, they can see these things that look like solid, but they're able to see past that back to its vibrations and back to its cells, like what it is, the metaphysics of it. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys so far. There's many scriptures in the Bible and there's many scriptures in other great books of faith that tells us we must know thyself. And what that means is we have to get to know ourselves, obviously. When you get to know yourself, you are going to be revealed many, many things that is not revealed to you, or you're not going to be able to consume information the same way if your thought process is where it used to be. Like how I used to think as Christian. You are only given one way with Christianity faith. You know what I'm saying? With that religion. And I'm speaking on that because that's what's been indoctrinated into me, and that's what I used to be, you guys. I used to be a Christian, even though I never really identify myself fully as a full Christian. I'm like, what is it to be a full Christian? Because I am a sinner. I still sin so much. It was just that I was real with myself in a lot of ways. So that's why I felt like I was in dark places for so long, because it's like my parasites is what I was feeding, because I wasn't worthy enough to be this holy person that you have to be Christian. And it's not ironic to me that my spirituality came forth the way that it did, me finding myself after the dark night of my soul. That happened. You know what I'm saying? These stories are in the Bible. You have to learn to read in between the lines. Now, I also want to make a great point with spirituality, because we know thyself. and the knowledge that we retain and the knowledge that we download on a daily with our interactions with the universe, it it's hard for me as a spiritual person. I can't talk for other people to treat people with hate or come anywhere from ill will or bad intentions or malicious intentions. It's not of me. And I've learned that now that I have walked this new spiritual journey, and I left Christianity, behind. It was not serving me. I didn't feel worthy to be Christian. That is the number one signification that you may just be very spiritual, because our highest power, the Most High, does not neglect us. You know what I'm saying? We must find our highest power. We must find the Most High within ourselves. And you do that when you know thyself. When you know thyself, you will spread love and you will spread the new concept of what God is. And sometimes I do this, you guys, and it's because of the terms that are used in our everyday world. You know what I'm saying? These words are great words. Words are great things. You're casting spells with your words. You are doing a lot with your words. So, with taking your spirituality from you, because that is what religion did, it took your spirituality from you. And with that, it shattered your identity. And with that, it also shattered your concept of God. It shattered my concept of God. Because what do you learn when you are Christian? We learned that God made the world in 7 days, and on the seventh day he rested. Yet all Christians go to church on what day? Sunday. Sunday starts the week. So if he rested on the seventh day, then wouldn't that be Saturday? Okay. So God created like he did. There's a lot of things that are so true in the almost everything in the Bible is true. Almost everything. But we're missing so many truths of it, and there's so many things that was misconstrued to instill fear. And the only way you're going to be able to realize that intuitively is if you know thyself. You get to know thyself when you give yourself a chance to. I didn't give myself a chance to last year because I thought that this was demonic, just like a lot of Christians think. That's why I refuse to delete any more hate comments from Christians. And that proves my point right there. You know what I'm saying? You all are afraid of what you do not know, because the Bible instills in you not to go further than the knowledge that it's telling you to know and telling you to believe. Yet y'all read this book all of your life and you have the misconception of what it's talking about. I can't tell you that I read the Bible from the back because I haven't. I go in there, and when I go in there, never have I ever not read a scripture that I wasn't supposed to, because it always pertains to my life and it always pertains to what I'm going through. And I know how to read in between the lines. Things resonate with me because I'm like, wow, as many times I read that scripture in my life, I never looked at it like that. But now I am where I am now, and I tap into myself often. I can see things for what it is. Now, I do have a scripture here, and it is 2 Corinthians 13:5. Test yourselves to see if you are in the faith. Examine yourselves. Or do you not recognize this about yourselves, that Jesus Christ is in you, unless indeed you fail the test? What that means to me, you guys, is what I went through in my dark night of the soul. I didn't know God was within. You hear stuff like that from spiritual people, but when you're Christian and when you are in fear, you don't look at it that way. God is something that is up there in the sky in heaven, and which indeed it is. But God is also within, and God is also all of us. And this takes you back to the beginning of times, when you learn about the beginning of the times, the true beginning of times. You know that all things came from darkness. You know what I'm saying? God is an amazing being, and recently, you guys, I've been training myself to eliminate certain words out of my vocabulary, but in the same breath, I'm okay with my progression, because I know that this is just the beginning for me, and the knowledge that I'm retaining on the daily from you guys, from what I read, from my higher self, from my ancestors, it makes sense to me. And I'm a person, and God's to make sense. Like, make it make sense. And that's what's happening. In 2 Corinthians 13:5, test yourself. You're being tested every single day. That's what I was talking about in the video when I talked about balance. It's not about good or bad, and it's not about good or evil. And somebody tried to say that I tried to justify bad things happening like slavery, rape, things like that. And saying that you have to have balance within the two is not justifying injustices. It just is what it is. Now, we all have this makeup of us, but we are given choices every single day. What type of choices are you making to serve your greater self? Are you feeding those bad things? It just may be bad to other people that enjoy good, but we have these bad things inside of us, right? It's just the polarity of stuff. You just have to see stuff for what it is. And that's another thing, that was indoctrinated in us from that religion, Christianity. Things are either good or things are either evil. It's God or the devil. It's angels or it's demons, which both are very necessary, you guys. Have you not ever heard of the wrath of God? So if God is not of this great balance, what makes us any different or the world any different? We say things like, when natural disasters are happening. I talked about this in the other video. The natural disasters are happening for a reason. They don't just happen by coincidence or just because. They're happening for a reason. And I jokingly say, like humans are the cancers to the universe, humans are the cancers to the earth, because we are. And what happens to our body when we get cancer? Cancers aren't necessarily good cells, right? They're bad cells. So if you got cancer, that's bad, that's terrible. In a way, it is. But it gives your body a chance to fight something off. What's stronger here? What's the better balance? When you get cancer, your immune system does what it needs to do to try to get rid of that. And it's only so much they can do, though. And like I say, like how humans are the cancers to the earth, natural disasters happen as it ought to, because it's trying to get rid of the cancer from it. It's like its autoimmune system when it's having natural disasters. So can you look at it as oh, that's bad, oh, that's terrible. It's the end of the world, it's earthquakes happening. But look at how we're treating the world. There's not enough balance of good here. We feed the wrong things, we look at things in the wrong light, and those are the points that I try to make with the difference between religion and spirituality. Since I've been more spiritual, I have been able to read in between the lines. I've tested myself and I passed the test because I chose good. We could say we were given good and we were given evil, but I chose good. I don't choose to, be where I was before because I know that there is a necessity for the balance of both, you guys. Now, I'm not saying that Christianity is terrible, but it's just, it was something that was unnecessary. It was. If we can even talk about the tool of the cross, when you look at the Ankh is a symbol of life. It's a symbolization of life. That's literally the definition of the Ankh. That's literally the symbolization of the Ankh. You don't know, the Ankh is the cross, that looks like the cross, but it has the circle on top, like the oval-like type circle, which the top represents the womb. What does the womb do? Give life. This here of the cross of the Ankh is the shaft, which is the masculine energy. The top of the Ankh is the feminine energy. And then you have the T, like of the cross of the Ankh. And this here is your offspring, generations. All of this is necessary, you guys. The cross is a literal symbolization of conquer and control. That is literally the definition of the cross that Jesus hung on. And there's many correlations between these stories. You know what I'm saying? I can read stories about Jesus and make the correlations about Horus. I can read about the Virgin Mary and make the correlation with Isis. I could read certain things about God and make the correlation with Osiris and with the many other gods. I can read things about the devil and know that that was the power and the influence and energy of Set. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at religion, I look of it as a way of control. And when I look at spirituality, I look at it, in a way of freedom. When you know thyself and you are spiritually in tune and spiritually inclined, and you have a desire to ascend and to go higher, you're going to do that because you are trusting in yourself and you are working directly with our highest power and our creator. And when you're doing that, you guys, literally your mind is the limit. As long as you only believe in one God, which is what the spirituality, or not spirituality, but the Christians and the Christianity faith, makes us to believe that there's only one God, you're missing out on so much. And I'm not saying that, Christians aren't served. And you know what I'm saying? Because I know many great Christians, but it's not anything personal when you talk about the facts. So you can't deny facts just as you can't deny science and you cannot deny mathematics. Those things make up the world. Those things make us up. Those things make up physics, metaphysics, quantums. I could talk about this on and on and on and on and on. All of this stuff is referred to in the Christian faith, but the way that they word it and the way that it is said, you must know thyself so that you can read through certain stuff and read in between the lines. It's amazing because I can only, give my opinion and people have their opinion, which we are all entitled to. I'm just more so looking for truths. And when you seek the truth, it will be revealed to you. And there's plenty of scriptures on that as well. And I've been getting a lot of people, coming at me with their scriptures on, the deceptiveness of following your heart, which is a great point, you guys. That's what I'm saying. You got to be in tune with yourself to be able to read between these lines. There are scriptures talking about how, the heart is deceitful, and, we all know that. But those are the times in when you are being tested and you aren't passing that test. 2 Corinthians 13:5. I'm going to read it for y'all one more time. I follow my heart because I am in tune with myself. I'm spiritually inclined and I'm ascending. I'm vibing high and I'm rising high every day. The Creator is working in my favor. The Creator got my ancestors are holding my hand literally through this journey. I'm going to read this scripture one last time. Test yourselves to see if you are in the faith. Examine yourselves, or do you not recognize this about yourselves, that Christ is in you, unless indeed you fail the test. And God is within you, is what that is. What you decide to feed within you is your choice. You're given the choice. Every day we wake up, we're given the gift of life. You have the choice to do what it is that you want to do with it. I choose to in tune with myself. I choose to know thyself. I choose to feed myself spiritually. I choose to serve myself. This is serving my soul, y'all. I ain't never glowed like this. I ain't never felt this good waking up every day. I ain't never actually feel my vibrations being high. Like, I'm vibing high, y'all. Literally. Get off work, I'm walking through the woods, I'm walking in the park, and I'm in the metro park. I'm connected with nature on a daily. And this is something I would never do. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate life because I see things for what they are. This is only the beginning for me. And I wrote this at the beginning of my journey, literally. And to see that I literally still have this same connection with what I wrote when I was first starting this is amazing to me. And I cannot wait to continue to see my growth here. Hopefully this video was insightful to you guys in some type of way. I know all of my amazing people that have more knowledge on this is going to go ahead and leave some great comments down below for us all to benefit from. I can't wait to read them. And hopefully, you guys took this for what it was. And to know that I'm not coming from any place of good or bad. It's just, this is what I know and this is what I believe because this is what's been revealed to me because I've been trusting my intuition. I've been trusting my heart. You know what I'm saying? I used to trust my heart for the wrong reasons, but in my first mind, I knew that I was doing that. So now that I'm following my first mind, now that I am in tune with myself and anything that does not make me feel good in my vibration, it can't come with me. It can't be with me. I can't accept it. It has to feel well within my vibrations in order for me to mess with it. Okay? So hopefully this did that for you guys. And if it didn't, then this ain't for everybody. You feel me? Everybody is not going where I'm going. Everybody is not ascending where we're ascending. Everybody is not going to be able to vibe high and to rise high because everybody is not here for that purpose. But I would catch you guys in part 2
which would be about my opinions on the difference between spirit and soul. Shout out to you, Glow Doctor, because I had to take a deep breath for this one. As y'all can tell by the title, I have something to come on here to talk about to clear up a little bit, because I have been transparent with you all and I have been speaking my truth. And in my video, like I talked about, your truth will set you free. I meant that 100%. And although I have made great progression in my journey here, I have made great progression, rising high and vibing high, I still have some things to come 100% clean about for me to actually get where I'm going, you guys. So, because I feel obligated to be transparent to you all, because I know that it's been so helpful, this is my story. And this is going to help so many people, because these are some of the questions that I, kind of stay away from a little bit. So if you guys hear any background noise, understand it for what the fuck it is. Whenever I come on here, when I'm, in my place to try to talk to you guys, there's always some type of background nonsense going on. But try to stay focused to the matter on hand here, please. So, as you can tell by the title, I lied. I lied to a certain extent. I haven't lied about who I am. I haven't lied about what I'm going through, and I have not lied about what it is that I'm experiencing. But I lied to you guys about being 100% transparent. And what I meant by that is I have not told my full truth. But like I've been saying, like, it's okay for you to tell your whole truth to yourself and for you to be real with yourself, so that you can be real with everybody that's around you, so that you can, know the things that you need to know. Because as long as you're being fake with yourself, you're not going to be happy, period. And this is something I'm learning with my own experience. There's certain things that I was in denial about, and it was because, I just couldn't believe that something like that happened to me. But I'm here to share with you guys only because of the conversation. And it wasn't even a huge conversation, but this one comment really stuck out to me, and it's not the first comment like this. I'm not going to share the name of the person that left this comment, but basically it said, and please know that I'm going to get real deep in this video. So if you are really insensitive to truth and to like real shit, then y'all, this ain't gonna work for you. But I hope that you can be here for me and for all of the other people that are suffering from this very subject, or from the same type thing, or if you can relate to this, hopefully you can understand where I'm coming from. And I don't need to keep dragging on, so let me get to it. I got a comment and it said, did we unconsciously manifest horrible situations, or was it planned? Before we got here, like being raped and molested at the age of 8 or younger another time, was those the cards for us? In a messed up environment that's so inhumane, influenced by drugs and alcohol, that became the new pacifier. I said to this individual, I do believe that it was written already, and it was up to us to grow from that, because we have the choice to let it refine us or define us. And I also said that you get your growth out of refining yourself from the definition that you chose to stick with out of whatever situations you face that was so inhumane or that was so bad. So they responded, what about if you don't ever recover? They say you're talking about growth, but all I've seen growing older was getting worse. Becoming heavily medicated with the new pacifier, experiencing hell. Who created and manifested that shit? And I felt them. And you know what? When I read that comment, it made me cry tears. I cried so many tears reading so many comments, because I am a true empath. And this is true to me, you guys. That's why I say, like, your soul purpose and your dream could be the same thing. It could be completely different, but it's always aligned. And one thing I always wanted to do was inspire people because I've always been so broken my entire life, and all I ever did was look up to people that inspired me. But when I would look up to these people, I would look at them like I could never be that because I stayed so low. But me looking up to those individuals was the light that I felt, even though I was the light. So I lied. I have not been 100% transparent with myself and the people in my life that could have helped me transcend and helped me ascend to where I was trying to go. I couldn't really tell you the age that it started, but at a really young age, when I was a child, you guys, I was being molested on a constant basis. And I feel comfortable enough to talk about it, obviously, because I'm out here sharing this story because I know that it can help so many people. So this is the only reason why I'm out here talking about it. Because I have so many people coming to me and looking at me and my experience, and they're making their relations, and it's like, I could go a lot harder with people that feel me and show them that it's absolutely nothing wrong with going within and being 100% authentic with yourself and speaking your truth because it will set you free. Now, I told you guys when I met Brittany, I went through a bunch of healing with her, and this is one of the conversations that we had, our first encounter, and she was able to help me get to that moment that I kept denying all my life. And when I would go back there, and excuse me if I tear up, excuse me if I cry, I really feel strong enough